Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. Today, I'm here with my guests, all Cowboy fans. So, if you're an Eagles fan, get ready for hell. But y'all 10-1, so y'all be fine, bro. Definitely got a lot to talk about here, and I want to start off. I'm gonna start off with me. And I know, Mauricio, you did say that there is, you said that we could have a shot of winning out. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I clearly did not see that coming. But you know what the funny thing is though, because we were talking about like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about rivalries, right? And the funny thing is like, I'm just sitting chilling. We lose to Jacksonville, right? It's fine. Jacksonville, we ain't gonna sweep Jacksonville, right? They're a good team. So, the game was kind of shoddy. A lot of Texans fans pissed because a lot of things were kind of, but it's fine. I know we weren't gonna win that game, and that's fine.
How
But
you
then
know that?
Jacksonville fans, because I know plot. Like I'm not sweeping them boys. I know plot. Like I know I'm not gonna beat Jacksonville twice. Now if they did anything, like you'll see a different me. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that means they beating my expectation of plot, and they just breaking the whole story. But here's the thing though, like these Jacksonville fans though, I don't know, like they y'all look interesting though, because y'all talking a lot, because they telling me, bro, Trevor Lawrence is just better than CJ Stroud. And see, I told y'all Texas fans Trevor Lawrence is better than CJ, and I'm like, I mean, y'all won, bro. Like you relax now. Y'all won
Everybody
the game.
talks when they're up.
Yep, they talk when they up.
Y'all won the game. Relax now, because you don't want to pull up the stats, because women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie.
Yep.
Bro, there is
But
nothing
numbers can be misleading.
but look, it could be, but you know what's not misleading? When you have them on your fantasy team, that's not misleading. You know why? Which is like, because I have both CJ Stroud and Trevor Lawrence on fantasy. And look, I'm trying to win. I don't care. Look, here's the thing. I'm a guy that
quarterback league or just one quarterback.
it's one quarterback, but we have it's my bench. But I'm a guy who don't usually start Texans because they usually fail me, right? So I'm like, I gave Trevor Lawrence every shot this year to do something. I'll be looking at Trevor Lawrence and like, bro, why is his number so mediocre? Like, he never doing nothing. Like, he pissing me off. I lost freaking 5 straight games. He a good reason why. CJ Stroud, literally, I went on a 5-game win streak. I started CJ Stroud. He gave me a 60-point game. That's when he had that record against Tampa Bay. Changed my life. So I'll tell you, Lily, CJ has a better QBR. CJ has more touchdowns, less interceptions. And they be telling me that CJ got better weapons than Trevor Lawrence. I thought, Calvin Ridley and Christian Kirk and Travis Etienne. I don't look, y'all, I don't know what y'all trying to do, but y'all need to relax, because y'all trying to start with someone me. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, they pissed me off so much. I want to make the playoffs so I can face them. I don't need to be at home. I want to travel to Jacksonville. I want to be the 6th seed, they be the 3rd seed. I want to travel to Jacksonville. That's what I want, because I want to shut them up in their house, because we love playing in Jacksonville. I want to go to Jacksonville and shut their season down.
Oh, look at this! Look at this rivalry! Yeah,
Look at stuff happening.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
us. We don't know. I don't care about. Yeah,
Nah, to say that the
yeah,
Texans have better weapons is crazy.
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to y'all though
that's
for giving us
crazy,
a good
bro.
game. Shout out to
Yeah, it
y'all
was
for
a
giving us
pretty
a good
good
Yeah,
game.
game. It was
Shout out.
I
closer, than what they're trying to make it seem. In fact, I think CJ had a better game,
He
but
did.
just in
I
the
thought he
end, he
was gonna. I
lost.
thought he was gonna draw down there and score.
I
I
went
did,
to the
did
I
too.
game
did too.
actually.
So
I was
Oh, so we didn't
there
get it.
and
That was
I saw all the PI calls. It was like on every one of them on third
Oh
down.
yeah, hey, y'all need to get him off. I was watching. Y'all need to get him off y'all team. He was getting cooked every play,
It
and
was
he was
number
holding
4, right?
Thomas. Yes, Thomas. I
Yeah.
remember. It
yeah, and
was
Doug
yeah. He
Peterson,
was.
bro, he almost sold. He
Mhm.
almost sold us, bro.
But
But
listen, like
yeah,
two
so
two more inches and you're going to overtime in that game, and I think the Texans win in
oh
overtime.
yeah, that field goal was crazy too.
I
That's 60.
recorded it
Yeah,
too because I was like,
doink.
there.
That was a
I
funny
felt
doink.
they were gonna. I thought they were gonna. He was gonna make it, so I was sitting there recording,
That
and
man
I'm
making
like,
that man.
this
When
Matt
was he
this is gonna
Amendola.
drafted?
go
Who?
Who?
Matt Amendola?
Yeah, when
Amendola.
was his
We
first
put.
year?
I don't know. We picked him off the couch.
No, how long he been in
Yeah.
NFL? Like
I
before
have
y'all
no
picked him
idea.
up? Is he
I
like?
have never heard of him. I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
Oh,
think he
okay.
sounded like he was an old Lions kicker. Could be wrong.
I have
Because he
never
he
heard this
never kicked
person,
over
bro.
50 before. He never kicked over a 50
Yeah,
yarder.
that was
Like
I was
strange.
like, what?
Fairbairn, who been
how
injured,
you
because
Yeah.
we
how
got
you
a
in the
list
NFL
of
you can't
injuries,
kick a
bro.
50? That's
Shout
like
out to
That's
a
why.
Houston though. Y'all was
and
fine.
see
That stadium was finally rocking, bro.
if
Yeah,
I
because
was
we
the
wanted
coach,
to. Yeah, go
if
ahead,
I was a
listen.
Houston coach, I would have went for it. I'm not kicking the 58 yard. I mean, you got CJ.
You ain't got nothing to
If
lose.
he going, he's supposed to be the MVP, so give him a shot.
Man,
And if he had a good
Jalen Hurts is
kicker,
now.
because it was
Jalen
what
Hurts is now.
58, right? It was a 58 yarder, right?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
he can't kick a 50, bro? Like, why you trying 58? Just put the game on CJ's shoulders. Me personally, if I'm a Texans fan, I'm okay with losing if CJ makes a mistake. I don't want to put it in the kicker unless it's like anything under 50. Then I'll be like, even a 48 is kind of hard, but it's like,
Man, you an
at that
NFL.
point, it's on the kicker.
You in
But
Yeah.
give
NFL.
CJ a chance, especially with the situation. I mean, for the most part, he was balling. He had a couple rookie mistakes. I think he took a couple sacks that he shouldn't have took, stuff like that. But it wasn't like there wasn't no interceptions. It wasn't like, damn, you throwing into double coverage. Just give
Yeah,
him a
what I
shot.
noticed, yeah, he tends to hold on to the ball too long.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't
mean,
know when to give up,
yeah,
when to
but
live to fight another down.
That's a
it's
lot. That's
high
a lot of
risk,
rookies.
high reward though,
That's a common.
because
That's a
he
common
get a lot
rookie
of.
QB thing.
I mean, he do throw the ball deep a lot. Like when he hold the
Oh my,
ball,
that pass he
yeah.
had, that
It
it
didn't
didn't
count though. That's
count.
tough.
70 yards.
That's
Oh
so
my
stupid
god.
Hey,
too.
I was facing Tank Dell, so I was like, hey, appreciate that.
68 yards in the air. That's the most in I think
But he
maybe
didn't
ever.
have a single catch in the
Yes.
second half.
Nah, Jacksonville fans are
Like, come
crazy
on,
though.
bro.
Man,
I
it,
just
it
needed
felt like
one
it was.
catch. I
It
just
felt
needed one
like
catch.
Tank Dell was his only receiver out there, like the whole
Yeah.
game. That's how it felt.
That's a good
Nico
drafted boy.
came on late. Nico came on late.
Noah Brown coming back this week, hopefully.
I hope so, boy. I need all my people, bro.
I don't know why
They
y'all
don't play at the
actually.
same
He
time.
having a career year,
But he
but
be open. I don't know how, but
That's why I need them
he
both
just
to play because they
he be
both
open.
one playing.
underestimate him.
I want the whole receiving core. Like, give me all the people. I've never seen the whole receiving core healthy at the same time. But y'all Jacksonville fans, I don't know. Y'all think
Yeah,
y'all
crazy.
squeak out a little foolish win like that, and y'all think y'all this and that, bro. Relax, bro. Like,
I think they
y'all
say that
frauds to me.
because they lead the league in like most drop touchdowns. So I think that's what they're saying, that their wide receiver core is bad. But like, no, y'all have Calvin Ridley. Y'all have a pretty
Christian
good
Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
I mean, they're
Like
kind of
y'all,
old, but
Zay Jones, I
Evan
got Zay
Ingram.
Jones.
Like y'all
Oh,
have
yeah.
Ingram and Zay Jones, and
Zay Jones. Y'all got a pretty good wide receiver core. For
so
them to
why
say
Trevor
that,
Lawrence so mid?
I ain't gonna lie.
oh, he's so mid.
Devin
Why Trevor Lawrence so
Singletary,
mid?
I don't know, bro. I thought there was Aaron
That's a
Foster
great
back
question.
there.
He's just so up and down. Trevor Lawrence is just so up and down. He is like that's why I can't predict him. Like I'm kind of off of him. Like as
I am, boy. He on
stock
my
or stock
bench.
in or because he's so up. He's so up and down as a quarterback, and you cannot trust that. Like going forward, you can't. He's like how he's playing against y'all. I guarantee you, if he was to face Baltimore, he would not be like this. We would see like the opposite, you know. Or when he seems to turn it on when he facing like Patrick Mahomes every time, but like
Not this year. This year he was
yeah,
terrible, and
like
I know that because I started him. He had 11
Or
points.
if he plays Justin Herbert, he goes off.
he goes off.
No,
You know,
he goes
comes
off in the
back
second
down,
half. He
24
go off in the
nothing.
second
Yeah.
half. He go off. First half he threw 4 interceptions.
I appreciate that.
Trevor Lawrence, bro, like, you know what he's like, how he is. He's supposed to be a generational quarterback, right? How CJ up to this part is playing right now is what I would have expected from Trevor Lawrence. Because there's like guys like when Andrew Luck came in the league, Andrew Luck looked like, okay, that's the guy. Like he looked really good. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Lawrence, 2 years with Doug Peterson, first year is fine. You got you. Urban Meyer, you don't look good. We give it to that. Second year, he turned on late at the end of the year. Last year he was kind of mid beginning, turned on late. And then year 3, I mean, like I said, I have firsthand. I have you on fantasy. I know your production on a week by week basis, and it fails me consistently. That's why they've turned to C.J. Stroud.
But is it translating to wins? That's really what matters. I mean, because if you look at Lamar, like I bet on Lamar a lot too. I be needing like his bets are like 17 completions. He be having like 13. So it's stuff like that, but they be winning the game. So at that, I don't.
It's like the
You
factor.
probably know more than me, but I don't really watch the Jags games. But is it because you can have bad stats but win, and you can also have good stats but lose? Justin Herbert.
But there's like an eye test to it. So like if you watch, like y'all watch CJ play many times, right? Like there are some games CJ's played where how many games has CJ played that you see he's the reason they lost the game?
It's not many. I know where you're going with this.
I mean, Trevor Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence, Kansas City's terrible. What's the game? What was the game where he got annihilated? Was that San Francisco annihilated him?
Yes.
There's
That
a
was
couple
terrible
games.
game.
It was.
I
I thought
won't
better
count
That
the
because
was a terrible
49ers.
game.
I mean, the 49ers, they really
Man,
they
if
run
you
through
a star
teams. So
quarterback in this league, you need to be able to put up a fight, some
I
type
thought it
of
was gonna be
fight.
competitive. You can lose, but it's at home, bro. Like you an
Yeah.
8-3 team and you at home and you're not supposed to be fraudulent. Like you're supposed to show me that you have something. And it was just
I
so
called
ridiculous.
Jacksonville. Remember, I called Jacksonville pretenders because half their games be in Europe, and I like, and they'll hate me for this, but like, bro, that's bogus. Like, for one, that affects the game. People, that's what like a 10-hour flight. Everybody's schedule is off. They're playing in the morning. Like, so you have to win on like these odd occurrences, and you have a more of a fan base over there in Europe because you claim you're building a fan base, but you don't win at home here, or you like if you if the Super Bowl was in Europe, you're gonna win. But other than that, like, bro, y'all
yeah,
mid, like y'all
I got them
pretenders.
kind of where I got the Lions at. Like, I need to see consistency. I need to see like make a deep playoff run before I can put you up there with the top teams. But let me see who they face this year.
It's not even that. They just be so up and down during the season. Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they games are just like I don't
when I
know.
face when I was watching them play the Texans, I was surprised they were 8-3. I'm like, really? Who did they beat? It's been that type of year with them. Like
Lions they beat the Colts. They beat the
They beat the
Falcons.
Bills,
They
but
beat
the
the
Bills
Bills.
was
Yeah.
that's
Saints.
Lewis's point. Like they
Steelers.
were in London for 2
they
weeks
were
and
in
the
London,
Bills
like
just traveled
Yeah.
to London.
traveling, playing at 9:30 in the morning. Like everything is off. Like
Yeah, they schedule is
you're the
very
only team that
favorable.
consistently plays over there, so you're getting the upper hand. Oh,
Yeah, they got to
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
over there.
like
They didn't have to travel, nothing.
I'll see that. That's a good point.
Hey, them
Kind of
boys.
where I
Hey,
got the Lions too.
let me hit my hot take for the Clips. CJ Stroud, for my Jaguars fans, CJ Stroud, let me say up to this point at least, is better than Trevor Lawrence, especially this year. I'm gonna say this year, CJ Stroud is better than Trevor Lawrence. You can look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. I'm just saying, like, you look at the eye test. All you Jaguar fans that for some reason think that y'all this and that, y'all ain't beat nobody really. So y'all need to shut up because if CJ Stroud F around and end up playing y'all in the postseason in Jacksonville, you know what we like to do in Jacksonville. Y'all need to relax yourselves because y'all don't want this. Because look, we have a winning record. We love playing Jacksonville. Okay, y'all just started getting a little relevant now. Y'all think y'all listen to that. Y'all need to relax. Y'all supposed to be the dweller, the bottom dweller of this division. Okay, so relax. Y'all thought y'all got the better quarterback. Y'all thought y'all got Trevor Lawrence. Everyone else got bad quarterbacks. Y'all thought you're gonna run the division. It's not gonna be that simple, play.
better than Blake Bortles.
You know, funny thing about
Remember
that
that
team.
era?
The funny thing about that team, bro, if they got a good quarterback, in which they could have because they had the third pick, and if Blake Bortles was just good, that team would have been loaded for years, bro.
For years, that actually could have been like. I remember they almost beat Tom Brady. Like
Which was crazy because them boys up 20-10 in the fourth in the AFC Championship. I said, bro, is Jacksonville gonna make the Super Bowl, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This, y'all know the 4 teams that haven't been to the Super Bowl. I don't want them other 3 to beat me out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want y'all like Jacksonville, Detroit, and Cleveland. I don't want y'all beating me there, bro. I want to make it before you do, okay? Because it makes me lonely. Like, I don't want to be the last one. Being the last one would be tough. I definitely don't.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think will be the last one out of this? I assume in the next 50 years, all 4 of them should get there at least once. So who y'all think will be the last one?
wait, so say the teams again.
I say the Lions gonna be first.
Jacksonville Jaguars, Detroit Lions, Cleveland Browns, Houston Texans.
I don't know. All of y'all, all of y'all gonna be waiting. I mean, as long as that light skinned bandit with the curly hair is still there,
Your
like
main character, boy.
on the AFC side,
On the AFC,
like I don't.
I gotta see how CJ play in postseason. I gotta see his plot in postseason play. If he
Somebody's
play
gonna-
like
Yeah,
if he like
somebody
Joe
needs
Burrow
to-
type of stuff, then it'll be. If he Josh Allen type of stuff, then no. But if he got Joe Burrow type of feel and plot, then it could happen. But what you about to say, Lewis?
yeah. I mean, all y'all need the perfect storm. Like, not wishing it, but y'all need injuries to go y'all way and stuff like that. The powers, but who's closer? That's a good question. Who's closer to a Super Bowl?
I mean, I guess Detroit, but I think Detroit's still fraudulent. I don't know. They're not super fraudulent, but I don't think.
I think
they're
Detroit's a
gonna run
lot further than you think they are.
I mean, they gonna compete in the postseason. I just don't think. I think they'll go their whole life. This whole era, I don't think they'll make a Super Bowl. I just don't. I think they'll make. I don't know. I just don't feel that. I don't feel it. I don't see that team being in there.
There's a scenario they
they
can
got
lose
a
in the
lot to
first
go
round
through.
Huh?
this
What'd you
year.
say?
There's a scenario they can lose in the first round this year.
I know, like it doesn't look because Jared Goff's playing pretty good, but
I think they will see the 49ers
how?
first. Am I right? Like wrong?
No, what they do?
So,
They probably the second seed, right?
They're
um,
they're in the
Yeah,
same.
they'll be the
They're
second
not in
seed.
the same division. Wait, no, they're not in the same
No,
division.
they're the second seed, so they'll face a wild card. They wouldn't face
they
the
ain't gonna,
49ers. So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
49ers,
they ain't gonna.
They're both
Right now
division
they're the
leaders.
yeah,
3 seed, so they would face
the bottom, which
The
probably be
the
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
like
Tough.
That's
That's
tough.
nasty. That looks nasty. Another nasty game to
yeah,
watch.
that'll be a nice. Hey, it'll be a good rematch.
They ain't gonna be no
Honestly,
rematch.
no,
It'll
take
be
that back.
a
If they face the Packers in the first round, I don't know who I'm picking because Detroit's defense is bad.
What's the best? Wait. In this
No,
playoffs,
they definitely can't lose to the Packers. That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm looking at you looking at the playoff one. I'm gonna tell y'all the matchups. Y'all tell me which one's the best game, the best possible game. So
Like from a fan
Chiefs,
perspective.
yeah, in a fan perspective. So Chiefs
Um,
versus Colts. Is that a
Ew.
good game?
Oh my god.
No,
Oh.
I'm good for the
Well,
Chiefs.
That's a bye
Maybe if
week.
Anthony Richards is still playing.
He's not playing.
Then
He's
it'll be
injured.
a little better.
All right, Jaguars versus the Browns.
That just sound nasty. That don't
Yeah.
even sound. Yeah.
And the
Nah.
Dolphins versus the Steelers.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we gonna have a
Y'all
bad
need to
playoffs
shake
too.
up.
The Jags versus the Dolphins would be a
Y'all need
better
to shake
game,
up.
and the
I
Steelers
need
versus the
y'all.
Browns.
We need to
Y'all
make the
need-
playoffs.
But we
And
need the
No,
Bills to
I
come
need.
on, bro.
Yeah, I need the Bills.
I'm
The
saying.
Bills
I'll
three
take a loss
teams.
for the Bills to come up. I'm not
We
gonna
need the
lie.
teams.
Texans,
I'm predicting
Bills, and
is the
Broncos.
Texans, Broncos, and Bills. That's what I'm
We need those three
predicting.
to be in there. That would be a
Yeah,
good matchup. Texans, Bills, Broncos. Let me
Texans,
go to
Broncos. Yeah,
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Let the Bills
We-
travel to Kansas City and let the Broncos face Miami. Rematch. That's what I need.
No
Those are
more
something
AFC
you can
That's a
write
North.
good
that
plot
down.
right there.
That's
Two
good plot. You
AFC
hear me?
North teams
yes,
max.
yes.
Really,
That's
just
good plot.
one. Just one AFC North team, and that's the Ravens. But two at max.
Yeah, the
Either
Ravens
you
by
get the
themselves. They get
Steelers or the Browns. You can't
let
get
them get
both.
the bye.
I mean,
NFL, you
either
hear
The
me?
Steelers or the Browns. You can't get both. Nah, like I
NFL, you
said,
hear
if
me?
we
I'm
don't
the
know who's getting the
Ravens,
first seed though.
if I'm the
Like,
Ravens, I don't want that bye.
Why not?
why not?
Because like they need more wins. Lamar, he need more wins on his resume. So
Man, he need
when
more rest.
you go into
He
the
get
second
injured a lot.
round,
Yeah. I was
I mean,
gonna
it's
say.
either more wins or you think you're gonna make it all the way. If you think you make it all the way, then go ahead and keep the bye. But I'm trying to get them cheap wins because when you coming in the
And then
second
F
round,
round
you
lose to
facing
freaking Broncos or something.
you facing you facing
Actually,
them teams,
their
bro.
best route is the first
Yeah,
seed because then like they won't.
yeah,
I think
that's
the
who.
hardest they won't see the Chiefs until the AFC Championship.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
they'll
saying.
Now,
fuck around and
well,
get to like the Texans or or
still get to see
the
the
Like the
Bills, right?
Steelers
Broncos.
or something.
Yeah, or Steelers or
Yeah,
something
you
like.
see the Steel. Well, even the Steelers would be a hard matchup for them
I mean, but like
because it's a
who are you
divisional
trusting?
game.
Kenny Pickett or fucking Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson?
Hey, I don't know.
It's
I mean,
interesting. Yeah.
I'm trusting T.J. Watt. That's who I'm
But look,
trusting.
Oh, the
So
Ravens defense ain't no slouch either. They
I
like
know, but I mean, it was a low scoring game last time they played. It came down to one mistake, and then in the fourth quarter, Kenny that clutch badge activated. Which also I think that was some bad coaching because why you throwing a fade route when you up or you already up a touchdown? Just run the ball, kick a field goal.
the
The
Steelers
I don't
Steelers
know.
already struggling.
They
I
about to
think
play
they
the
can neutralize TJ. Just
Yeah, you're
hold them
right.
down, and now they got receivers
But
this
it'll
year.
be a good
So
game. So
you know,
at
I think the Steelers
minimum,
gonna make the playoffs though. I mean
but
they play the
I at least
Cardinals up
want to.
next. They play
I
Cardinals
want the
2-10
cheap
Cardinals.
wins. I'm not gonna lie. Like
They gon'
teams like the Eagles, the 49ers, even the Cowboys. Really, we don't need the cheap wins. It's just the first thing they go to with Lamar is his playoff record. So if I'm him, I'm trying to get some of those wins up.
But NFL, I want y'all to hear us. Remember what I said previously. The plot is
which
perfect. Texans, Jaguars, Bills, Chiefs, Broncos, Dolphins. That is something I'd watch. Not what I just said prior. Them games, boy, I'm watching
actually
CBS.
a
I'm watching
later
some of
topic,
ABC.
is gonna really affect what we just said. Even like it can make the playoffs even better. The later topic.
We're going to go to the NFC now, though. The 49ers are the 2 seed. So the 49ers would face the Vikings. Interesting.
Hey, they need their rematch.
Yeah.
But I mean, ain't no
Josh
Kirk now.
Dobbs,
Josh
Josh
Dobbs,
Dobbs probably
but
give them problems because they
the
probably
pass
won't throw
rush.
the
To Chicago.
they probably won't throw the ball as much. I mean, it's when you play certain teams, you got to change your game plan. If I'm playing the Bears, I want to throw the ball. If I'm playing the 49ers, like I'm trying to get the QB out the
I
pocket.
don't
I'm
even
trying
want
to
to.
run some draws. I'm
I
trying to
don't
do
want to
something
do
like that.
nothing with the 49ers.
Yeah, hey, oh yeah, that's
I
if we
can't run or
choosing.
pass. Like,
No, yeah, we'll see them later.
Them boys, the boogeyman. The Lions versus the Seahawks.
That's a that's a
mm,
That
it's
would
a
that would be
solid match
interesting.
if
Mm-hmm.
Walker is back.
I'd rather see Lions versus Packers.
It could happen. Yeah, the
The
Packers are
Seahawks,
in
Yep,
I mean,
the
they're a
they're right
only
playoff
there.
team.
team, but they should be interesting, but they're kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Because Gino
Yeah.
hurt, and a
Yeah,
good defense is going to startle Detroit because their pass defense is probably even worse than Philly's.
And the last
oh
one,
yeah.
last but not least, is Falcons Cowboys.
Hey, like I said, we need them cheap ones.
If Desmond Ritter, y'all best with Desmond Ritter, that man John Desmond
Hey,
Ritter F around and have his best game.
hey,
Um,
parlay king. He's
so
gonna be on
I,
my
I'm I'm
fantasy.
I ain't gonna
I'm looking
lie.
at the playoffs and the potential. It's pretty terrible.
Deron Bland getting him another one.
Yeah, he definitely would. I think he got more
Extending that
receiving
record.
yards than Quentin Johnston would. So
Oh God.
um, it's
Oh
just
jeez.
tough.
That's
That's
Wait,
tough.
that's someone who dropped that pass.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
That's tough. That's crazy.
he was getting cooked on Twitter.
And more touchdowns for sure. Um, so yeah, so these playoff matches are pretty terrible. Is this? I already told you the season's been terrible, right? Like the playoff matchups is gonna be terrible too. They need to be adjusted, boy, because I don't
Right.
got time for the matchups, boy.
Even
So go ahead, John.
even this week need to be adjusted. Like the 49ers and the Eagles are playing. Why is that not the primetime game? Why do
It's
we
I
have
told you Chiefs Packers, boy.
Chiefs in the pack? Like, come on, bro. Even yeah, everybody healthy on them. So I just don't see like all the rivalry that the Eagles and the 49ers have. They've been talking since the Super Bowl. Like it's just I don't know. It was built up to be a great game,
What's that?
and
Three twenty
now
five
And
why
they
you
game?
put
don't
it
have
at
it on the
325.
Oh.
yeah. Wait,
Yeah,
what
why
was
is
it
that
at
not?
first?
Well, they usually keep
It's
that
always at
game for
3:45.
America's game of the week. So I guess
Yeah, but like I know it was like,
It's
bro,
like
it's one
junior
thing if
prime time.
but
yeah,
it's one thing if like Bills Chiefs was on the last thing, bro. It's Packers Chiefs. It's Jordan Love versus and the
what?
Chiefs offense not even that good. So it's like, bro, like you might see a lot of mid, bro. It's gonna be. Look, this is what I did. This is why I did this. This was a long weekend, so there was a ton of primetime television, right? I'm gonna go through all these primetime games. Y'all rank them from worst to best. The primetime games that happened this weekend, there was six of them. That's a ton. Y'all tell me, y'all rank them and don't rank them in terms of is this a good competitive football game? Let's begin, right? So it's 6-1. I'm gonna name them and y'all tell me 6-1. So we had Packers Lions, Cowboys Commanders, Seahawks 49ers, Jets Dolphins, Chargers Ravens, and Vikings Bears. Those are six
But
primetime games on this
I ain't
weekend.
gonna
I put
lie.
the Cowboys. Well,
I
it's
put
hard to say.
all
Oh,
of them
go ahead.
going to number 6. I'm not even gonna hold you. All of them are 6. Like it's just a flat line. There's nothing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I ain't gonna lie. You put all of them 6 and just put 5 to 1. The college games, because that's what dominated the weekend for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Makes
that
sense.
Michigan
The
Ohio.
The
Cowboys
Michigan
did.
Ohio State games.
It was a good game
Fire.
because I bet my uncle, but other than that,
It wasn't a competitive game. It was good. Like
nah, it wasn't
this.
competitive. But hey, that
You know, I
$20,
enjoy it. As a
I enjoyed it. You know what
yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
know,
No, if you're a
you always
Cowboy
enjoy,
fan, you
Because I
enjoy
know a
it.
couple
you
years
enjoyed it,
ago,
but
the Commanders
But if
they
you
beat us, and they just like you saying with the Jags, they was talking crazy. You've been asked for like 30 years, and now all of a sudden you beat us one time. We didn't even have that, and then I got all my cousins laughing and. Oh man, you watching the game, bro? I'm right next to you. You know I'm watching the game.
they
So
rebranded
we
twice.
needed that back.
I don't respect them. Can they
Yeah.
and then they
no,
rebranded to a terrible name.
I'm gonna go through all six and why I hate everything right now in the NFL. This is the thing. Packers Lions, right? What was the game? Packers beating the brakes off the Lions. The Lions trying to make a little end comeback, but didn't matter. That was shocking. That might be number one only because of shock. Like I
Yeah,
didn't
that,
expect
that
it.
was kind of
Yeah.
entertaining a little bit.
That was the only irritating factor just you didn't expect. Number two, Cowboys Commanders. I don't know. I don't know why. Like
I
NBA
feel like he got
Christmas
us
is
too
so
hyped.
much better, bro. NBA Christmas. And no, I'm not telling you like in order. I'm just telling you what's wrong with all these games.
Oh, okay.
Um, NBA Christmas does it so much better, bro, because they have like matchups that you want to see. Like I assume Thanksgiving for the NFL is a huge thing. Like NBA Christmas, they're gonna have Lakers Celtics. Like yes, we want to see that. Mavericks Suns, we want to see that. Why they show me Cowboys versus Cowboys, number one popular team in America? Why are you making them play the Commanders? What is the marketing, bro?
Because of the Thanksgiving theme, like the theme of Thanksgiving, the bad historical part, and the Washington old name. That's literally why they have. We actually played them
all
most
games too.
on Thanksgiving.
I know you play them a lot. You played them last year. You played the Giants, which I'd be like, bro, play the Eagles, play the 49ers, play a team that matters, bro. Like these teams that you playing on Thanksgiving are always that game's like 45-10. Goodness gracious, that just put that to the side. Nobody watching it.
Yeah, the Seahawks and the 49ers, it should have been a closer game.
Oh my god!
But it wasn't. The 49ers outclassed them completely. I was watching it.
They didn't do nothing.
And I'm just like, bro,
the game came on late after you had your third play from Thanksgiving. That was a snooze.
I'm falling asleep.
That game was terrible. So you put on 3 games that none of them were three. You have 3 shots. 2 of them bad, 1 good. That's fine. 3 shots all failed. We go to the next day. They ain't flexed this game. Jets Dolphins got Tim Boyle. Now the only entertaining thing about that game is the hilarity of what the Jets did when he threw the interception touchdown right before that nap. That's funny because that is the microcosm of the Jets. Like the Jets got this interception, the defense did something good, and then the offense throw a freaking pick 6 with 2 seconds remaining in the half. That is the most Jets thing I have ever seen in my life. That was funny. Besides that, the whole game was awful. Just the funny hilarity of that game. Because Tim Boyle, they should start Trevor Siemian. Like I don't know, Tim Boyle's never been good. He wasn't good in college. He's not good in NFL. Like I don't know why you give this guy a shot. Zach Wilson probably would have made this more entertaining than Tim Boyle. I don't know what that was.
On the roster because of Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers and all of Aaron Rodgers like roster help. Dalvin Cook not doing nothing. Alan Lazard getting benched. Nathaniel Hackett ain't good at his job.
Randall Cobb ain't caught a ball. Nathaniel Hackett ain't doing it. Yeah, he just came over here and just all his demands have just been.
He brought everything beside himself. He had everything besides himself because Achilles torn. That's the only thing. He brought everything to the Jets besides his actual play because of his injury.
You know what's gonna be hilarious? If he comes back
injured again. He might get injured
again.
No,
if he doesn't get injured, what if he's bad?
Oh, if he does come back, I mean, I would like he off the IR or something. Like he found some medical science that's what I was saying.
That may affect because he's back. Because but
that's 3 months. No one's ever done that. Usually take a year. I would expect at least 3 next year.
Wild,
but we'll see.
But they open the 21-day practice window. You know when they open it up, that means it's serious.
Yeah, that would be the most interesting thing about their season is if he play week 16, week 17, gets some practice. That'd be the most interesting thing. But I wish he played. Now, right? I wish he played against Miami, boy. I wish he played against Miami because that game was awful. Chargers Ravens, that game. I'll tell you this: Eagles Bills was most entertaining game. Would have been a wonderful Sunday night football, right? You know what I'm saying? Bro. I feel it, but that was
another bad coach. Another
very
bad
entertaining game,
bro.
Oh my
the
God.
Bills head coach. Nah, that ain't it.
See
bro.
That game, that was good football.
Immediately. Fired immediately, bro. You call a timeout so they can adjust to make the 59-yard field goal.
Oh God,
you give them a timeout, bro. Come on, bro.
Like, oh my God, bro.
What you calling timeout for?
Oh my God.
Because if you gonna call a timeout, you still have 2 left, and you got like 20 seconds. There's still time to use your gunslinger. Now you want to take a knee? Come on, bro.
Finish your game because I got something to say about that game. Keep going.
I got you. Okay. I got you.
How you get hit with the QB draw, bro? Come on, bro.
Once
again, they lined all the receivers up to the right side, and they had 1 receiver on the left. It was a good play call by the Eagles. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great play call. Bro, call a timeout. I'm looking at your DBs and your linebackers. They looking around like, hey, what we doing?
Lost.
Bro, call a timeout, bro. This is
what get the signal. No.
And how you let them get hit with the QB draw?
What I got to say,
know they're gonna run it.
Wouldn't even happen. What I got to say, that sequence wouldn't even happen.
Lewis, we don't get to because we got the whole next segment is all about them boys.
Y'all my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got you. All about the boys. I got you, boy.
Yeah, I know.
Chargers Ravens. Was that good football?
Uh,
That football
I
was
mean,
very
I
boring,
just knew the
uneventful.
Chargers weren't gonna win, so
I
it was
am
just kind of like
so sick and tired of watching the Chargers on national television.
There's a lot of them games, boy. They got a lot of them games. Them
You know,
boys are under
and
hilarious.
500.
they should have only
Everybody,
won by 3, the Ravens, but
and I
he scored that
recall,
extra
Yeah,
one.
almost. I almost this
hold
close,
on,
man. You got the touchdown.
I recall that we were losing a great coordinator that had us number one in the NFL and had us top in every category and all categories.
Every category that
Mario,
matters.
they was wondering why we hated this man for the longest, and they was like, "Oh, well, he's getting a better quarterback, so it should be a better year this year." You seeing the inefficiencies we see?
Mm.
It took them 11
Oh,
games to figure it out.
So what this telling us?
maybe us Cowboys fans no ball. I'm just saying.
I,
we hated Jason
so
Garrett
what
for the
this telling
longest.
us?
Yeah, we hated Scott Linehan. We hated him for the longest. What's crazy? I went to school with his son in high school.
Oh, the OC.
Yeah,
Damn, I
yeah,
forgot
Scott
about him.
Linehan, his
I love him.
non-evolving self. We know ball when we telling you like this irking. I'm just mighty funny that y'all offense is still stagnant.
Yeah, them boys had 10. It
Score
was 20
points?
to 10.
But, well, they ain't
That
even.
game,
Yeah, they ain't even score points that game.
that game was
What's this
terrible.
tell us? Maybe
And
Dak
Herbert.
is the better QB.
And Herbert's better than Dak. Oh, that's what I heard. But
I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all doing good things.
no, I'm just saying,
go
like
ahead.
I believe it, but it's just like
You gotta defend them. You know, it's 3 of us. It's like you
you
gotta
know,
Nah,
go ahead and
I
defend
mean,
them.
Mauricio
I think
technically
he
ain't
should
saying
have
nothing about that man.
he should have an
but I mean,
easier job if you know if you have a better quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
I look.
That's what I'm
I'll tell you
saying.
this though. I don't really
More
care to defend
talented
Herbert.
too. You know.
I don't really care. I need a Charger fan. I don't really care to defend Herbert. I got my guy. I need to defend. At first, maybe
Big
the past,
wrong.
but I already found I got my guy to defend, and I'll take him over Herbert. So I ain't even tripping
So
about it.
are we at the point where he can't be defended anymore?
Oh no, like we're at the point where I don't have the energy to even to try.
Is it because he's not defendable? Of course, you know they're gonna blame the head coach. They're gonna blame everybody. They can't blame
Reservedly
the star
so.
boy.
Oh, he needs to be fired like yesterday. Brandon Staley,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get him out of here.
He,
Y'all know
he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing.
He's a defensive specialist.
I know.
Couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
You couldn't. If you would have researched it, you couldn't tell because he's not doing a damn thing to that defense.
Is he? I
He
remember I
hasn't
told
done
you
it for the
about
last 3 years either. So
I told you about the DVOA. His defense is being a defensive
Yeah.
coordinator and not being good. Yeah, it's tough.
man,
Defensive coach. Yeah,
You,
don't look like a
gotta
defensive coach.
specialize in at least
yeah,
one
boy,
thing.
you
If
you
you're
stole
a
the
head
bag
coach,
from them.
you need at least one thing, bro. If you don't, whatever your one thing is, you can't specialize in it.
If you
You
cannot,
gotta go.
That,
what?
And it's
no
one
purpose
thing
of
not
you
to
being
have talent, but bro, you probably got one of the most talented defenses. Like
Y'all
just
had one
from
of the
a
stacked
name
defenses.
perspective. Yeah, just from a name perspective.
So that game was a wash, and then Vikings Bears when Josh Dobbs.
I enjoyed it. I know people
like
don't
the
like it. I
interceptions?
know people probably said it was ass, but I actually enjoyed it.
So that's
I
number
didn't
one
turn
for
it
you.
on.
Huh?
That's number one. That's the best primetime game for you this week.
Huh?
I wouldn't say, but I did enjoy it. I mean, you know, I enjoyed the Lions game too, because the way I look at football is, so let's say a great team is behind. That's more entertaining to me because I know like you're gonna continuously fight throughout the whole game. Like I know there's an opportunity for you to come back and win the game. A lot of times when bad teams get behind, the chance of them coming back is slim to none. So at least the Lions, you know, they tried to fight. It was just funny to see them get beat up on by the Packers. Honestly, the Chargers when they went down to the Ravens. I don't know the Ravens. I defend Lamar a lot, but sometimes, boy, in them close games at the end of the game, they be looking kind of like, hey, bro, what you doing?
Bro,
So I know how the Ravens play. So I mean, I guess the Chargers. He scored that touchdown. Then he did the Ray Lewis dance. That was crazy. That was disrespectful.
This weekend was a lot of very bad football and a lot of non-entertaining football.
Yeah.
I've grown
this
numb
weekend
to it.
Probably won't change either.
I've grown numb to it, but like if this is any other like football weekend, like overall football, it'd been okay. But for me, college just put a high bar of like great football. Like the bar was set so high.
I'm watching a lot more college now because the NFL, y'all suck. I ain't gonna lie to
you. I'm telling you, like, you gotta have a healthy balance. You gotta have a healthy balance.
And it's not like they don't. It's not like they don't have the games to flex in. They just they're just not doing it. Like
Bro,
you have a
they got Bengals Jaguars on Monday Night Football.
Say it again.
There's Bengals Jaguars. Who the quarterback for the Bengals?
Brandon, he's the old quarterback from Washington. But no, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Come on, man. Like, dang, boy, you lose every week. Every week, this like this every week. I keep complaining about this. Come on.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. They set it up pretty good though, because this would have been a great game had Joe still been here.
But that's why you got flexibility, bro. They've been able to do this in the past.
I
Why
100% agree with you, because I think they should flex the Eagles game too. I guess because we don't pay for them tickets. We don't. But I'll be damned if I plan a whole trip and they say, "Damn, hey, bro, this game ain't on Monday. I done already took off work. This game gonna be Sunday at 12."
Flex the Sunday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, but they definitely should flip the Eagles.
Gosh.
Put the Eagles on.
Jordan
Eagles
Love versus Patrick Mahomes. I mean, bro. And then the next day is Trevor Lawrence, who's already mediocre. Ha ha ha. Look at you, Jaguars fans. You got Trevor Lawrence versus freaking the Bengals quarterback, bro. Like, it's gonna be bro.
NFL's a business. They gotta put the best product out there.
They better hope the right teams get in the playoffs because
if that AFC matchup happens,
yes, their numbers are gonna be down. Like, no one's gonna be paying attention to the football until like late January.
I probably have to watch the AFC Championship. If you give me Steelers versus, bro, I'm sorry, I can't. The Browns and the Steelers and them boys in there and the Colts, bro. Oh, Colts Chiefs. No, y'all do that to me, bro. I ain't watching.
I swear to God, I'm not watching. I don't want to watch a third string quarterback. And then they got the fourth string on roster.
He look rough. This season looking rough.
Is a David versus Goliath.
It would have been all right, but
you got DTR.
DTR hurt, right?
I don't know.
It's old dude from Houston to Houston. It's
is it PJ Walker?
PJ Walker, like,
interesting.
Shout out to him, but I don't want to see
that. Well, he played a decent game against the Bengals last year in the playoffs.
I don't want to see that on playoff football. I don't want to see
the bro, look, it's
crazy though, because the Steelers, like, they win games, but they
win so ugly. Because
honestly, they're probably the most boring team to watch. Like, the Cardinals, they entertaining. Washington, depending, like, they play the Eagles, entertaining. I just can't think of a more boring team.
I said it was the Raiders.
The Raiders?
Oh, there ain't no Connell and them boys.
What? You think the Raiders are more boring than the Steelers?
Well, they ain't no Connell.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hell no. They got Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams.
I said the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
the Patriots are the.
That team. Funny thing. That
team you watch on your team, you go up a little bit.
No, look, when you watch that,
I don't even know what Zeke
that man's
stats are.
I don't need no
average one.
That man's in the shadow realm. That team is
on red zone, he be doing a little something. He had a nice little run. Oh, he's still fumbling though.
He is?
Yeah.
Bill don't like that.
He's still fumbling.
Bill don't like that.
Yeah, I was rooting for him. He fumbled. I'm like, damn, dude.
Man, Bill's still crib. We don't care what Bill like. Bill gonna be fired.
You think the Raiders for real? I damn near got the Raiders color on.
I need them to rebuild.
The NFL has a ton of boring content regardless. The Falcons, the Falcons should be exciting, but they're not. They should be. They have the tools to be exciting. They just don't produce exciting football.
Exciting.
You're right. Actually, take that back. I think it is the Steelers. I think I said it was the Steelers. It's just so boring. Even
the Panthers, when I see Adam,
it's interesting.
He's doing a little something.
It's easy to see Bryce struggle. I don't know why. I feel sad for Bryce though.
Because
it's interesting to see Bryce struggle. I don't know
you're
why.
The direct, you're the direct. You're directly correlated to why he's struggling. Like,
yeah. See, it's okay for you because your QB not struggling, so you can. If he was struggling and Bryce was balling, you'll be mad as hell. Well, actually, the Texans, y'all couldn't even be mad though because
I'd still be
y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Yeah, y'all did what y'all supposed to do.
Lovie Smith, like if Bryce was balling, I'd be pissed because Lovie Smith would have held me from getting that. So yeah, I would have been very upset.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
There's such thing as a sophomore slump now. So
and they did fire. They I know that could happen.
Daniel
they
Jones,
did fire Frank
5 touchdowns one game.
Nah, I mean,
I'm not. 5 touchdowns rookie year.
I'm not gonna let you.
Derek Carr, 5 touchdowns rookie year.
Who else? Who?
Derek
Who's
Carr.
the third person you said? He had 5 touchdowns?
I don't know.
Yeah, why you throw that out there?
I could have sworn he said Derek Carr last time. He didn't have that his rookie year. It was somebody. It was
Deshaun Watson and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford. But I respect Matthew Stafford. So
I do too.
And Deshaun Watson was balling them few years.
He was, and then his life.
Now he's cheeks.
Collecting his check.
Collecting your check.
You just can't miss time in football, especially if it's not injury wise. You just never come back the same.
Oh yeah, because he's missed like 2 years. So yeah, and he always gonna be rusty forever.
You just cannot miss. The Zeke, same thing with him. Them 6 games changed his whole career.
Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all this, right? So I'm gonna let y'all, like we've been talking about this. Y'all the board of directors, right? We're all the board of directors. Bro, let's fix the NFL. We're gonna fix the NFL. Whether it comes to changing rules for penalties, whether it comes to the scheduling rules, whether it comes to how we market rivalries. What we doing, and this is free game to the NFL. If y'all watching this, NFL execs, it's free game for y'all. What we doing to adjust and to make this a better sport? Now, y'all already know in the beginning I said, bro, flexibility, y'all should have that very quickly. Like by week 5, y'all should be able to have free game to flex every single game possible when need be. Because people get injured and go ahead, John. What you about to say?
No, go ahead, finish.
Oh, but yeah, people get injured and like the Jets, as soon as Aaron Rodgers get injured, them flexes are happening. And when you see Chicago starting off 0-3, whatever, them flexes. Chicago has 5 primetime games. 5. They had the number 1 pick. They lost 10 straight games to end their season, and they say, you know what? We're gonna let them face the Commanders on primetime, the Chargers on primetime, the Panthers on primetime. You understand what I'm saying? Do you see
self-sabotage?
Do you see the flaw? How are you marketing your product? That's ridiculous. We changing that's a quick adjustment. Actually, I have a couple, but just if y'all got one, y'all say something. If y'all don't, I'm about to get another one.
I just came up with it. It's a new rule. It's called the Fool's Cool Down. Hear me out. I am against bad teams constantly every year picking 1 through 5. I feel like 5 years is enough for you of you having picks 1 through 5 of being bad. You should already like build your team there. So I'm saying after 5 years, you should be have either a 1 or 2 year cooldown where you can't pick 5. You have to trade your pick. It'll start more controversy, and I'm tired of constantly rewarding bad just people who can't build teams. It's gonna force teams to like Carolina, who wants to go all in every year, or when they and like get. It's gonna force more smart decisions for them to make, like in a tighter extent. Now I know the powers of the NFL change and everything like that, but I am against. I'm against it for basketball and for football. I hate when the same 2 or 3 teams are picking in the top 5 every year.
Dang Pistons, you talking?
The Pistons, like
dang Pistons.
Like how many number 1 overall picks you need to build your team?
Waste their career.
And you're gonna waste their career. So that we're gonna save those 2 years. I'm gonna save at least 2 to 6 players with them 2 years cooldown. I'm gonna say.
So how does the trade work? How does who you trading? Like, how do you trade?
I mean, you can even trade like you don't even have to pick the like 5 in a row. Like you can like do it every 3 years, so you can like get around the rule. Or get. I just need you to get out of the top 5, or maybe even out the lottery.
So move them to the very back.
Get them out the lottery. 16.
You could do that and not hold them boys crazy.
To the very bottom.
Say 16.
Yeah.
The 32nd pick, and everybody else just move up.
Because and then like the teams who know how to draft are the teams who are winning, and they know how to get a great player later in the draft.
Yeah.
And it makes me look at y'all. Y'all pick the person with the most hype that you didn't do enough research on, or you just pick a name before you even had no type of structure. It's going to teach all the teams you better have structure before you make this home run of a pick and do more homework, because I'm just tired of y'all just playing Madden Ultimate Team in real life.
Yeah, hey, that's not. Hey, yeah, urgency.
And
create some
I got
urgency.
a rule too, but it's a football rule. So we watched the game, the Eagles versus the Bills. the game should have been over, right? You know I'm going with this? That was a
Yep.
fumble, pretty much. In my opinion, if you have two hands on the ball, if you have 2 feet in bounds and the defender knocked the ball out, that's a fumble. You got to get a defense some, bro. Like, because if, for instance, a catch is if you put 2 feet in bounds, all you need is 2 feet. So how is that not a fumble anymore? So now either change the rule to be a catch, you need 3 feet, which I don't think they should do that. So just get a defense some. Now let's say people will be like, well, what if I just drop the ball and we can pick it up? Well, you can make it to where the only offensive player that can advance the ball after the fumble is the one who dropped it. So like you drop it and your teammate come pick it up, they can't advance the ball. Or if the defense recover, then it's a defense ball. That's my only rule that I would change if I could.
I thought it was a fumble
The
too because
defense,
he was tucking it away and then they can't like
yeah,
here come
it was a
everybody.
fumble with the Chargers.
Oh, he didn't
Just
take 2
saying.
steps. I'm like,
But see, the NFL they know what they do sometimes, so they're like, it's more interesting if the game continues than it is if it ends on a
if it's
fumble.
halted.
It's funny to us, but everybody else, that's watching the game, they probably wouldn't want it to end that way. But yeah, like if you got 2 feet in bounds and you had the ball and we knocked it out your hand, that's a fumble for us.
All right, that's a good one. Rachel, do you have any?
For me, I would probably want to fix just bad penalty calls, whether they're called incorrectly or they were missed. Some sort of system where there's refs just checking replays, and if it's like kind of like if it's an interception, if it wasn't, if it was a fumble, this and that, or if the penalty was just roughing the passer, and it was really not really like warrants of roughing the passer, something like that. I think that could, and by having referees off site, and that's the only thing they're doing, you can kind of speed up those calls. So it's like, if they miss this, they call it right away, and then they let the refs on the floor know, they throw the flag, they say it, and then you keep it moving.
Yeah,
I think they should be held more. They should be held more accountable too.
Do you want it
Referees-
unlimited or do you want it like we can create a new flag like a purple flag?
or they can make certain plays reviewable, like roughing the passer. That should
They
be
did do that.
reviewable
Remember, after the
with the
year
Saints.
with the Saints, the
Well,
very next
they
year
made it
they
to where you
had
can challenge it,
yeah,
but
but
I think what he's saying is like you can actually the refs themselves review it. Like, 'cause there's a lot of roughing the pass. It's a couple penalties that's non-reviewable, but obviously the fumbles, interceptions, those are reviewable by the refs. But roughing the passer, that should be reviewable because a lot of times, it extend the drive that should have been over, or even the horse collar against the Eagles. Once again,
oh
they
my
get away with
god,
everything.
like yeah.
I don't know. Maybe make
Also,
face
Go ahead,
masks.
hold
Wes.
on. When we get to that, I got something for that. I
No,
got
you
Make
something
got
it
it.
for that.
reviewable.
But I'm gonna give y'all a couple things. This is for the marketing of the NFL. So, well, first, Mauricio, just go off what you said. Referees should be held more accountable. They should have, especially if it's like calls, like if it's like a game where the referees are bad, bad refereeing, should be held accountable. They should be interviewed too. I should know your name. I need like we get on the players for mistakes, right? And we roast them to get their name out. I need to know your name because referees have extreme control over the outcomes of games, like a very high level. And it's just like, so they don't call it this play, but they'll call it this play. They missed this, and they just like fine, and it just ruins the ruining an outcome of a game costs people like the players and people millions of dollars. Like this, like you just doing that bad refereeing is like where you need to be held accountable. You need to be in a press conference. They should ask you, what did you see on this? Why did you call this? And you better give me a detailed freaking reason why you called that BS. And if you can't, then we finding yourself. Because look, y'all,
Yes,
I'm gonna tell you,
fines, tax them.
they need to
Yes.
be held accountable for making mistakes. Everyone else is. Everyone else in your
Yep.
sport is held accountable for making mistakes, especially consistently making mistakes. Y'all need to be held accountable too. That's number one. And number two, and when it comes to the marketing, right? This is something that League Pass does, the NFL should do. When there's, like I said, there's a lot of bad games on primetime, but you probably want to watch a game. There's games maybe at 3:00 that look interesting, but you can't watch because you're out of the time zone. Like the NBA League Pass, they allow you to buy a specific, like a single game for like $6. bro, I should be able to buy a single NFL game for $20 or something like that, bro. Like I should be able to buy that. The fact I gotta buy NBA League Pass to watch this freaking one game when NBA League Pass $80 a month. Like you see how ridiculous that is, bro? Like I should be able to, because there's a lot of bad football, but there might be. I remember week 1, Chargers Dolphins was on, right? And I'm like, bro, I want to watch it, bro. And if y'all don't want me to watch it legally, right? I want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where to go because all the other games are mid, and I can't watch it. I looked up, can I buy a single game? They said, no, you can't. You got to buy NBA League Pass, dummy. How much NBA League Pass? $300? $8 a month? You think I'm going to pay that for Chargers Dolphins, bro? You out your freaking mind.
Yeah.
Give me the ability to buy a specific game because that helps. You can help other fans get into the game. Like, if you make it harder to buy your product, then people are not going to buy your product. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want new people to watch your product, make it more easily accessible. Like, maybe somebody's like, there's a game, say somebody's trying to get somebody on football and there's a game that's on, it's terrible. But there's another game that's a shootout and it's 3 o'clock. It's a 3 o'clock game and you can't watch it because it's on your time zone. Hey, let's watch this game. It's $20, more interesting teams. Let's do that. They don't because they terrible at their marketing. Y'all need to do that, bro. Invest in that. It shouldn't be hard. $20 for that. It shouldn't be hard to do.
Well, nah, make that a lot cheaper though. That's more like a $2 or something per game.
I mean, they make the NBA League Pass.
$20 a game is crazy.
I mean, if they make League Pass 6 for a game, I don't know if they're gonna make a
3
hour
one
NFL game
for $6.
Yeah, $6. Yeah,
it's kind of steep.
I mean, make it. You can make it 15. Like, obviously, make it more than NBA League Pass because, it's NBA. One NBA games.
I'll probably pay like $3. I'm not gonna lie.
But people gonna pay 15 to 20. There will be people who pay that. So.
I think it'll overall like grow everyone's like exposure too, because like it's certain games. Since we're on like the Midwest, we get the same games like every week. It's either a Texans game, or it's a Cowboys game, or it's somebody in the Cowboys division. Like we never getting. I don't think I ever got in a Ravens game this year. Like, or I don't think I ever. Of course, I got the Jets, but like like a team up in the Northeast, I don't think we ever got. Hell, I've never seen the Dolphins besides when they played the Eagles. Like, or probably when they play us. I think, because I think that's what like all these. I mean, I know they're pushing an agenda like an ESPN. I think that's their problem when they be saying like outrageous, outlandish shit about teams, about the other teams, because they just don't see them. That's why I just saw a podcast today. This is totally different. People hate the AP polls in college football. You know why? Because the people who vote on them, all they do is watch one game out of the 25 teams, and they think just because what happened in that game, they think they should go over somebody in a poll. And I'm like, hey, that's not exposure. Maybe you should pay attention to multiple games rather than telling me why Bama should be over Texas because they played Chattanooga. And you didn't see Texas play OU. Like that could be relayed to in the football sense as well. Like we'll probably have a better overall, a more aware fan basis. Like people wouldn't just be saying Dak is ass if they actually turn on the fucking film and see him and see what he's doing. You telling me you ass because you're based in Philadelphia and you don't watch the game? I'm just like, or sometimes you don't choose, but like I think sometimes people just not. I don't think I get the NFL experience like I should. I'm fucked if I'm like a Dolphins fan in Dallas, or if I'm a
Washington boys. You need league pass,
or a Jets fan in Dallas, like, or if I'm league a Knicks fan 300. In Dallas, like that's you're localized in sports, which I agree it should be, but everyone is not me. This is a diverse country. This is a diverse people. People are gonna like what they want to like. So you shouldn't section it off. It's an easy fix. It really is an easy fix. You know why you don't do it? Because you're greedy.
Yeah, it's expensive because it's expensive to watch all the games. Because I know Sunday Ticket, it lets you watch the out of market games, which is like $100 total if you're a student. I think it's like
if you're not,
$2 something.
Oh, it's like $350.
Oh, okay, but it's like $1 something if you're a student.
Crazy.
And then if you want to watch the games on CBS, you got to get Paramount Plus. It's just like $6.99 a month. Peacock, they show all the Sunday night games, which is $1.99 a month. What's the other one? Oh, and then Amazon YouTube Prime? TV. So yeah, it's a pretty penny to watch all the games, like all of the out of market games.
That's why I say, bro, make it
And then Sunday
easier
Ticket, they
to.
got to get it together because you can't even customize the games. Like it's already pre-made for you. The four
You know what I'm
different
saying?
games you watch at
That's
one time.
that's an issue.
Yeah, last year when it wasn't with YouTube, you could watch 8 games at a time, and you can choose the games you want on. So
Hey, NFL, like I said, if you don't want people to do it illegally,
And then
make it easier.
lock
Better,
in.
better,
Tell them
better,
lock in.
better.
just
Yeah, better lock
I
it
just
up.
remember something, kind of taking it back to the refs, making them accountable. I know some. I think there's a league like the Australian Football League. What they do is they have mics on the refs, so it's live mics, so you can hear everything, the conversations they're talking. So it's like keeping them accountable. So they're not. They turn off that mic, talk it out, and then turn it back on and say it right. But having a live mic, maybe that could have them be more aware of what they're saying and be aware that we're listening to the calls that they're making, something like that.
And another big thing is AI should never create a schedule ever again. When you create when you create
Ever
when you
again.
create a when you create a schedule, bro, analyze your league and look at the rivalries. The best rivalries need to be on Sunday Night Football. Just needs to, unless someone gets injured and you should flex it. But like Eagles, 49ers, and Bills Chiefs are both now Sunday Night Football games. Those need to be Sunday Night Football is your prime. That is your thing. Sunday Night Football is the number one thing, from what I assume at least, that the Sunday Night Football on NBC is the number one thing that you put on, right? Y'all agree that's their number one prime time. So they need to be Packers Chiefs should never see that. There's no if the matchup has no context, like there's no context to it, meaning like there's two young quarterbacks who are two young hotshot quarterbacks, or a storied rivalry from the past, or a storied rivalry right now, or two best teams in the league right now, or if it's not, or two of the best defenses, or something, like some contextual stuff. If there is nothing, if it's just completely random, like Bears Chargers and Packers Chiefs, just nothing to it, don't put it on television, please. That's a 12 o'clock game, right? Put
Yes.
the real stuff of Sunday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? Monday Night Football to a lesser extent, but obviously put some good stuff. I think a lot of good division rivalry games should be on Monday Night Football. I think like those type of games, the gritty more. I think Monday Night Football to me is more like the grittier type of stuff. The AFC North is perfect for that, type of thing. And Thursday Night Football, obviously, if y'all gonna make y'all money, so do Thursday Night Football, but don't make sure it's in the same conference when y'all do it. Don't make it in like separate conferences, because you need to. These people, when you have short rest, they need to at least have some familiarity. That's why I like when divisions play on Thursday Night Football, because at least you have a little familiarity with who you're playing. Like when you're facing a team that's you play once every 4 years, like how do you really prepare for that? Like in 4 days, y'all hurt. Monday, y'all hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get y'all bodies recovering. Y'all face some team you never played before, or you haven't played in many years. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. AI did that, because there's no way a person did something like that, bro. This schedule is the worst schedule I've ever seen in my life in anything.
I think AI just had a problem projecting these teams because like it's I mean I understand what you could have saw with the Bears, but what like
5 primetime games, 5.
but like yeah like what is this? There's some of these matchups. I'm like, what did you see? What evidence did you get last year that makes you think there's gonna be better this year?
Bears
Like
Commanders is crazy.
Bears
Bears
Commanders is
Commanders.
Bears Commanders is fucking crazy.
How
What
do I
did
not get a spot?
why did the command what did the Commanders show you last year that they're worthy? Like what did like these are both struggling teams. They're not gonna fix it overnight. Like there was only one team to do it so far, i.e. But like I
Like
think
like
like the
go ahead.
first third of the first third of the season, I think it need to be
Mhm.
fixed. By the second half, by like the second third and the last third, that's the second third. We should be doing a little bit of flexing. But by the third, like the last third of the season, you
All
should pretty
flexing.
much be knowing like who are the good
Who
teams,
needs
what
to
are the
be
good
prime
matchups.
time?
I should be
And
seeing
that's
a
be
whole bunch
flexing
of flexes in the third
actively.
season. Yeah, in the third
Actively, because
quarter.
because that's when your rivalries really need to be built, because there's more on the line, more stakes, playoff positioning. The playoffs is coming up.
Divisions getting decided, all that stuff.
Packers Chiefs don't divide. Eagles 49ers is like whoever wins this game is like that's the team in this conference, right? That's the team in the NFC. Whoever wins that game, bro. what does Packers Chiefs tell me about who and what? You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no context to it.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's a get right game for fucking the Chiefs, and is Jordan Love the guy game for the Packers. That game does not need to be on that type of stakes does not need to be on prime time. Everybody in America don't want to see them two storylines add up
because they don't make sense.
Like, they don't make
That's
sense.
not good writing. Whoever
it's
wrote
not.
the script,
Facts.
they doing terrible. Because look like this. If you go 10 months ago, or go 6 when the schedule got created, you can't look at that. It's not like, oh, maybe the Packers supposed to be this and that, and they just underachieved. Bro, like, we knew Eagles 49ers was a big deal. They were in that conference championship game. Like, there is no excuse. That's so stupid. Maurice, you go ahead, bro. I'm about to go again. What you about to say, bro?
I was gonna say that like an easy, well, maybe not easy, but like one fix that I'm thinking about that is like just if the teams are in two separate conferences, AFC versus NFC, have those games be early on in the season, maybe with the exception of like a Super Bowl rematch, for example. Eagles Chiefs.
You want an SEC type schedule? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that could potentially solve issues. And now you may not have to flex as much between days.
You want an Alabama schedule. You want to play Chattanooga in August and September, and then play Georgia like November 29th. Like, yeah.
I think that could probably help.
I was about to say let the fans vote, but the Cowboys may have 12 of them things.
We dominate too much.
We're going to be Sunday Night Football 7 weeks in a row.
Maybe
that'd be awful.
They show us because, like, we make up so much of the ratings for the NFL.
Yeah, because
y'all the number one
highest
like it's
rated
as bad as that. Yeah,
blowing
bad as
Washington back out.
Yeah, as bad as that Thanksgiving game was,
tough.
like, it broke records, which is crazy enough. And then I have Eagles fans like, duh, it's on Thanksgiving. Like, just the density of your dumbass head.
Y'all should have played. That's what I said. Y'all should have played the Eagles, bro. Y'all should have played.
By that logic, all 3 games on Thanksgiving should have broken records.
The thing is, they don't understand when we're blowing out the Giants, people are still watching. When we're blowing out, like, if we're getting blown out, people are still watching. The common denominator is us, whether you like it or not.
Y'all are the most popular team for sure. So that's why y'all need to
have
have
haters.
The best matchups
all time.
Let's see. No, your competition, if you're saying all time, is the Lakers and Yankees. So I don't know if the Lakers.
Yeah, I think we're more.
Yeah. I'll take us over the Lakers.
I think the Lakers.
That's debatable.
It's this.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are the version. Y'all are the NFL version of what those would be. You either love them or you hate them. So I'm utilizing you. If I'm the NFL, I'm not putting you facing Commanders. I'm utilizing you properly. I'm putting you against the best teams, and it's always gonna be on primetime. Like, I'm making sure every one of your games that's against good competition is on either America's Game of the Week, Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and when y'all facing them little doo boo teams, y'all 12 o'clock then. I'm taking advantage.
We could have played the Lions. We could have played the Seahawks. Yeah. Could have played a lot of different teams.
They got us on Thursday. Watch this Thursday game. Amazon finna have we finna, like,
I know
Thursday.
Yeah.
I know Amazon ain't made no money this year. These games.
I know y'all gonna do the most. Y'all gonna be the most.
They in the red. We finna bring them back even with this game. I guarantee it.
Go right back in the red the next week. Go right back to the red the next week.
Right back in the red.
Right back.
But I'm Lewis. I know you've been loading this up, so we're gonna talk about one of the teams that obviously matter a lot. The Eagles Bills was a wonderful game to watch. I think it was snowing too, right? Was that a snow game, right?
Rain.
No, it was raining.
It was raining. It was raining.
Yeah.
The vibes were nice. I like the green jerseys. I like those jerseys. It had a good vibe. Bills versus Eagles was for sure the best game I've seen.
I hate the logo. It looks like the Hawks, like the classic Hawks. It's too similar.
Yeah, cook them.
Well,
but
real
you
quick,
had some.
The Patriots and the Steelers play next week.
See, I'm telling you,
On Thursday?
That's
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now we'll decide who has the worst offense. Who has the most boring offense.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like,
you playing for bragging rights.
Bailey Zappi making an appearance, and they gonna get benched.
So let me see. So back in April, they said Mac Jones versus Kenny Pickett. That's what they said.
Well, maybe it's a defensive game.
Say that statement again. They literally sat in the Oval. You know, the whole room worth about $1 billion because everybody worth $1 billion in there, and they just sat up there and said,
"This the one."
Mac Jones versus who? Like,
and I can't get one. I couldn't get one. I tell you, look, we faced Carolina. That to me felt like Thursday night vibes. Number 1 pick versus number 2 pick. That is definitely something to it. Who's the better court? Like that's I can see in April they do that. They write that out and yeah, okay. But bro, Kenny Pickett versus Mac Jones, bro. I don't know how.
Even with the Panthers, bro, they gave up everything. Like, how you expect them to be a good team?
This is like I said. This is the worst.
But that's crazy, man. The Texans at least need a one.
How can you project that? What did they show you last year to make?
Yeah,
bro, for you to come to that conclusion.
They thought Bryce Young was Andrew Luck.
Bro, this is comical, bro. This is starting. I'm telling you, this is gonna be an every week topic. Essentially, this is comical how bad these games are, bro. I'm telling you, this so far, and it can change. But if the postseason look like it's supposed to look like, you know, right now, it's gonna continue to be like that. This could be the worst season I have ever seen, and it might be one of the worst seasons I've ever seen in almost any sport. I mean, this 100%. Product is awful.
All right, and then we got the Chargers and Raiders the week after that.
Oh my God! Like, look.
But wait, it gets worse. Then we got the Saints and the Rams.
The Saints and the. Jesus. I can't get.
I'm done looking. No, hold on. Let me. Jets and the Browns.
Oh my!
Oh God!
That's their finale.
Hopefully, it's Aaron Rodgers' return day.
Guess what the finale is? What's the Bears and the Packers.
The Bears get 6. They get 6 primetime games. They get 6.
Bears and the Packers. But it's to be announced. So, they may change.
They got a third of the season in primetime.
Oh, no, I'm tripping because, week 18, there's no Thursday night games. I'm tripping. My bad.
That's how they want to end it. They ended. Yeah. That's a third of the season. That's a third of the first 17 games.
You're right. My bad.
The Bears
get
to be on
the last one is week 17.
Bro, Justin Fields
is crazy.
But I don't know what they saw. Justin Fields was okay. He was good last year, right? He almost broke the rushing record, but they lost every game they played. That's why they got the pick ahead of me. And I had a 2-pick advantage over them too. And they still found a way to get the number 1 overall pick. And you telling me you said
AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts type beat.
Bro, they added DJ Moore and they thought, boy, them boys about to run the world. Them boys are 4-8?
Hey, I would think adding DJ Moore could put you, over the top. I don't expect him to be the Eagles, but at least get you about 7-8 games.
First year head coach Matt Eberflus. Like I don't know what you saw. I don't.
This is look NFL. Y'all better. Yeah. I'm telling you,
bro.
I'm telling you.
Gotta do something.
Telling you, this postseason, bro. Y'all better start rigging these games, bro. Y'all need to start rigging some of these regular season games to get these matchups correct. Because this better be the best postseason of all time. I'm telling you, you have to correct. This better be the greatest NFL postseason in the history of the postseason. Because this is the worst NFL regular season I have ever seen. So you better correct it. Because oh my goodness, because I can't watch these primetime games. I'm gonna watch freaking anime, bro. Like it's tough.
No, I'm kind of waiting on this Patriots versus Steelers now.
Oh no, if we watching, we'll do this, bro. Hey. If y'all want to stream, we can stream. We'll find the worst game, and we'll stream. We'll make it exciting for people, bro.
All right, say less.
Because
Patriots Steelers. That's tough.
Well, we're gonna make it. We make it a drinking game. Every interception thrown, you take a shot. We're gonna make it entertaining, bro. Because them boys, this season's tough. It's rough. But one of the teams that are producing pretty good football is the Eagles. And y'all all hate the Eagles. And I don't know if it's probably the same reason why. Lewis, you say you have stuff to get off. Eagles face 49ers, a big matchup. And if the Eagles, this is their hard stretch, because y'all went the easy stretch. And Lewis, you said they go through their hard stretch, and so that's how y'all catch up. But they beat the Chiefs, and they beat the Bills. So they going through their hard stretch, and they pass them with flying colors. So they got their biggest test in San Francisco. This team has no, like the Eagles and Bills have their, not the Eagles. The Bills and the Chiefs have their little, question marks. The 49ers have no question marks. So this is the matchup. So tell me, Lewis, how you feeling? And all y'all, tell me how y'all feeling about the Eagles, how fragile you believe they are, and tell me if they going to beat San Francisco. How you think about that match?
So starting out with the game, for one, the NFL needs to investigate the because it's the same group, the referee group they keep getting in Philly. First and foremost,
Interesting.
Like we
first
said, keep them accountable.
and foremost,
Hey, them boy ain't
because
scared.
anybody had the numbers. I think they called like 12 penalties on the Bills, and it was like 3 on Philly. And here Philly fans, oh, we're more disciplined. No, you weren't. They just didn't throw it. The horse collar, that was a bad one. Oh my god! First of all, it wasn't even intentional grounding. When they did
Yeah.
another angle, it was a guy there.
Yeah.
But here they're there. The Bills, they gave every opportunity to let them back in the game. They missed the Dalvin Cook throw, and then that Gabe Davis throw for in overtime, and the bad interception. Josh, it was a trap corner all along. You saw it before. I saw you saw him. So, but with the Eagles, they gonna call me a hater, but
Of course. There's a
what
bias
they're
there.
doing is very impressive. Like the fact that they can turn it on like this in the fourth quarter, like that. I do commend Jalen Hurts for doing that. I commend, they can turn it on. That is very dangerous. But how they're winning is unsustainable. Very much so. Every one of these games, here's the theme: they got let off the hook. Every game, every game. And I seen somebody, another podcast. He was like, "Well, doesn't it matter because they turn it on in the most important quarter?" Think about the NFL and football. If that's not always going to work, that is actually the worst trait to have. Like to turn on to be a second half team or be a third quarter team. That is the worst trait to have because in the playoffs, you're going to meet a team who's going to turn it on in the first quarter and
First quarter team.
they're going to keep their foot on the neck, and you're going to be like, well, we were a second half team. Well, this is what happened when you just a second half team.
Mm.
They've been getting outplayed in all these games. Let's start there. I keep seeing Jalen Hurts in these MVP conversations.
You number one right now.
He number one, understandably so, but he's been terrible. He's been terrible. He's been very mediocre. It's been very this form of winning they're doing is unsustainable. I'm sorry. Now if
It's
they beat
impressive though.
the Niners,
Yeah.
I can't say nothing. That's the last thing
Yeah.
that's the last thing I'm doing. I'm like, you know what?
Our last hope.
That's my last hope because they got the first seed. But I saw somebody say that they're this year's Vikings. Is that too crazy?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that's a little
like
crazy.
the Vikings last year
I mean,
were like very, very. You could tell they were very fraudulent. It was
They're
very
saying
at least the Eagles are beating great
no,
teams.
they're not saying they were fraudulent. They were saying in the sense that because all these games they're winning, the Eagles have like 1 or 2 games this year they won by like more than like 1 or 2 scores.
Yeah, they don't dominate. Yeah,
they don't dominate like they used to, and not to mention, oh yeah, and their biggest weakness is going to get torched in the playoffs. I guarantee it. I told y'all when they got Kevin Byard that their defense that was a problem in their secondary, but that's not the problem in their secondary. Their corners are washed. Bradbury got a pick, yay, but he's still washed. He be getting cooked. I'm sorry, they gave up 191 to CD. And
I mean, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Lewis. Just a
And
quick
Slay
challenge.
had like 3 penalties himself that they didn't call. He tackled like twice before the ball got to him. So
see, every time the Eagles have, and this is at every single time, every time the Eagles have a record this good late in the season, every time, this is 100% accurate. They always make the Super Bowl. Last year made the Super Bowl. 2017 they made the Super Bowl. 2004 they made the Super Bowl. I mean, hey, it could be broken this year, but every time the boys are like, literally, when I see the Eagles start off undefeated, I say, oh, they'll be in the Super Bowl this year. That's literally how that's what I saw last year, and they did it.
This is the first year that they're skating by though. Like, can you not agree? Like a lot of I guess 3 of this stretch they went through, it was a gauntlet. Commended them, but like 3 of the games, one play and they're losers. One play, a play. It's not a 50-50 ball either. It's somebody doing a bonehead decisions, forgetting that they get paid 7 figures in NFL.
Plot. It's plot. Plot driven, bro.
Like it's somebody dropping a ball here. It's somebody missing a kick. We got Jake Elliott hitting from 58 in the rain with wind. Like,
no, but he could do that. He good.
he's
good
but
though.
that was an impossible kick. I'm not even gonna lie. That was like the
He
impossible
that
kick.
guy.
Then you gave him a timeout. I feel like when coaches play them,
61.
they just like they
He Trevor
start
take
holding
Elliott, bro.
themselves. Like why would you call a timeout and give them more time to prepare for the kick? Because they already have to run out there and like get prepared. But you give them a timeout, now they get time to relax, get calm, and be like, okay, we can still do this. Now, if you want to say I called a timeout to give our team, no, because I think it was an incomplete pass before that, right? It was an incomplete pass. The clock wasn't running,
Yes,
was it?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
really it literally
He
didn't
called a
make no
timeout
sense.
just to give like the defense a break because they were like they got up there and then they got to stop. And then they
Yeah,
got a couple, and then he was trying to give him a break. Like, okay, I need
could
y'all to block
could rush.
to alter this kick. Which, damn, like nobody can get a hand up. Like you do, like, the further somebody kicks,
Yeah,
it's the lower, like the the lower the angle that the kicker
The
has to
launch
take.
angle, yeah.
Yeah, the launch
right.
angle. It's like he's damn near coming from an acute angle. He's kicking from 60 yards out. Your fat ass can't get a damn paw up to alter it in the rain.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
It
if
like
you cook up something like that, then I
he's not,
guess.
bro.
But
He's not kicking
like,
it like in a
come on, bro.
45, bro.
They
He's not.
rushing out to kick it because it's gonna either be a delay of game or they're gonna rush the kick. What you did was gave them a breather. You gave them time to recoup and do everything. And I'm like, what's the point? I understand if you want to give your defense a rest, but chances of you blocking the kick is already slim. So taking the time out there just didn't make sense. And then you waste one timeout, and then it's your opportunity. You got Josh Allen. He can throw the ball however many yards you want to take a throw it.
Yes,
At
I
least you
think
can get
that was
a,
their
a
mistake.
pass interference. You can get something like that
Yes.
because you got handsy corners. You
Were
got
you not
corners that want
surprised
to put
about
their
that?
hands on you down the field. So you at least give Gabe Davis a shot if you want to, make them double team Diggs and give Gabe Davis a shot. At least at least give him one shot. Get Josh Allen out the pocket, of course, because they got a ferocious D line. Roll him to the left, roll him to the right, whatever. Max protection, do whatever. But at least give him one shot. I mean, I know Josh Allen. Sometimes he don't always think, but just talk to him. Be like, hey, bro, if you don't see it, don't throw it. If you see some, just put it out there. Or if you feel them, just take the sack and then take the sack and kneel the next play and get out there. But you don't even give them a shot. It just
That was
didn't make
bad.
sense, bro. Yeah.
Were you surprised, Jesse, when they took the knee after they made the field goal to tie the game and they got the bad ball back and they just kneeled it to go into overtime
Like he a
and
rookie.
Yeah.
knowing
Like he a rookie, bro.
like okay, I would expect this from like the Cowboys, but like remember like the Bills is history. Like remember that game versus Kansas City? You know how many
Was it? Yeah.
seconds they were like trading like
Yeah.
away? Like
13
they
seconds
were
with two timeouts. Really should have been three timeouts. 20 seconds with three timeouts. You can throw to anywhere in the field. I understand. I guess it's real
Maybe scared of
disrespectful
an
to Josh
interception.
Allen because he's supposed to be a premier player, and you pretty much telling him, "All right,
We
I
don't
know you're
trust you.
good, but I don't
yeah.
trust you."
Yeah, he's scared of
I
interception.
don't I
So
don't I don't know
pick
why you,
He's
and
six.
then
top three.
you a terrible quarterback. You a terrible coach then because that was the wrong game to tell him I don't trust you because he was actually going off.
Yeah, he
Like
had a
he
real
had a
good
hell
game,
of a
minus
game.
the one, But I
Yeah, like
guess
that
he
one
said,
pick.
"Hey, he just kicked this 58, one interception, the game over."
Then in the overtime, I didn't like it. The play calls. I don't want to see James unless James Cook is running a goofy ass like wheel route. That's the only time I want to see him getting the ball. You need to have every 3 downs, 17 need to have the ball in his hands in overtime. Because the moment you settle for that field goal, the game was over.
Bruh, pretty much.
The game was over.
So who y'all picking in this game? Eagles 49ers. How's that matchup looking?
Yeah. I
See,
mean,
this is the hard one.
it really is.
Is
you know
tough.
why?
It's in Philadelphia.
You know why it's hard? Because the Eagles are a fourth quarter, second half team. But you know what the 49ers are?
Team.
They're a first half team, and they take their foot off the gas in the second half. So
Oh.
it might
So you see
be
the script.
another. Yeah,
You
it
see the
might be
script.
another situation of the Eagles skating
17-point
again.
comeback.
Yep.
17-point comeback. Game winning Jake Elliott's 65-yard field goal.
Yep. It can easily happen again. Like, because the 49ers are a bad second half team. They take their foot off the net.
Just don't
But
take the cheese. It's a lot of teams that take the cheese. Like the Bills, they took the cheese and they got hit with the QB draw. Most people, I mean, because is their head coach a defensive coach or offensive coach?
who?
I'm pretty sure
The Bills.
defense. Sean
No,
McDermott.
Sean McDermott. He's a off. No,
Is
he's a
he offense?
defensive because remember
Exactly.
Brian
You
Dayball
come
used
on,
to
you
be
gotta
there. Yeah,
come on, bro.
Offensive. Yeah.
You come on. You cannot let your defense. I don't know, bro. You had to see
That's
the
the.
QB draw coming. It's and I'm not gonna lie. The Eagles, it was a smart play because it's low risk. Jalen Hurts, he don't really fumble like that, so it is low risk as you get a fumble or
they've been
something. They're already
stopping
in
it
field
all
goal
game
range.
though. That's the crazy thing. They've been stopping the QB draw all game.
So what they did was they lined the receivers all the way up on the right hand side,
They
and
do
that
that
had the
every time.
corners. They
They
had
do
the
it every
corners
time.
thinking. And if you start thinking against them, and then they got Kelsey pulling, it's a wrap. You should
If I
have
remember correctly,
loaded the box.
they had a blitz or a run
Oh
blitz.
yeah, he had a corner blitz, a nickel
How they
blitz.
stopped it? They had a very good game plan. This is how you do versus the Eagles. How they tell their rushers to not you don't just go. I better not see like Ed Oliver. You better not be throwing a swim move because they're maintaining their rush lane so you can keep you're basically like controlling what lane Jalen Hurts escape out of. And that was the game. It was a very smart game plan. I don't know why they didn't keep with it because this is how they actually had him. But the moment they gave up that run, this is warning to teams, Cowboys, y'all better if y'all can hold DeAndre Swift from that one because it's a common theme from all these games when the Philadelphia Eagles are down. DeAndre Swift breaks for like a 30 to 45-yard game, and that's when the game plan that you have gets busted open.
That's what I'm hoping
You'll
for. I got
have
him at my
Jalen Hurts in
fantasy team.
hell, but the moment DeAndre Swift had a big game, that's that the game plan. What you have going is over with because now you can't. Now they finna run the ball. They got you in hell now. They got you on the ropes. They throwing haymakers now. You had it on, and the moment you gave up that run to the
I'm gonna
DeAndre
tell y'all
Swift,
something
Yeah, I
about the
didn't like
Eagles
the
too.
blitz. I didn't like the nickel blitz in the red zone. It's
yes,
just you know like if because you coming from outside the corner and they running QB draws, they running it behind Kelsey or something,
yeah,
or even the
they'll pull
tackle.
it. They'll pull
So if you
the center.
coming, you going against like you running against it, like you helping them, make them stay, like make them throw into coverage, because you probably not
The
gonna
four,
get there. You probably not gonna get the blitz, and if you do, you not getting Jalen Hurts now. So you better off making him throw into coverage, or at least you can use the nickel as a spy.
the
But
49ers taking notes. The 49ers
yeah, hey,
now they.
take notes. But they got a better defense, so I mean, we'll see.
I mean,
Yeah.
they need if the 49ers, if the Eagles, the last 3 games the Eagles play is Giants, Cardinals, Giants. So they have
Giants, Cardinals,
10
what?
Giants,
Giants.
Cardinals, Giants. They have 10 wins. So I'm adding 3. That sounds like 13. So you got these 3. You got 49ers, you, and the Seahawks. If they go 1-2, was that a 14-win team? They go 2-1. You know, them boys 15-2. So they ended they schedule end is like I know the Giants division team and Tommy DeVito can shock you, I guess,
That game
but
wouldn't mean anything. If they survive this little stretch right here, is 49ers and Cowboys, they have the
I mean if
first
they
seed
do that,
on lock.
yeah,
Because the
if they do
next
that, it's
yeah,
whatever.
This is
because
the last chance for the
because
49ers.
Niners will have 4 losses. I know Detroit is gonna get another one. And then I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust the Cowboys winning out. We're gonna drop one of these games going to the
Yeah,
end.
them hard. You got your hard
Hopefully
stretch
to the
coming. I don't
Bills.
think you ain't gonna win
Yeah.
the
Like
So the
the
Bills
hard stretch.
can
The Bills are
make
a
the
desperate
playoffs.
team now. Like
Y'all gonna
so
beat the Seahawks
My
though.
thing is, if we don't make it, I at least want the Eagles to play all of their games. I don't want them sitting.
They gonna see
That's
that
just too
last game.
much
That Giants
rest.
game.
oh they're
Like
gonna sit.
they're
That
gonna
Giants
be the
game ain't gonna be none.
healthiest team. Well, because
Yeah,
I
that Giants
think
game
how
gonna be
many
none.
losses? How many losses? Oh, the Lions, bro. How did y'all lose this game? It was an important game for y'all to win because
Division
y'all right
game, boy.
behind.
Division game. Division game.
Bro, y'all right
That
behind the
defense was
Eagles.
trash, bro.
Come on, bro.
They
That's
did.
crazy.
But I do think the 49ers, this could probably get ugly because this is the only way it can get ugly. It's going to be a lopsided game. If Brock Purdy is on one, I'm telling you, that secondary for Philly can't stop a cold. Like, it's going to get very ugly because the 49ers actually have a very scary defense. Now that they added Chase Young, it's going to get
Oh yeah, it's
very nasty.
terrifying.
They're going to be able to rush just forward. They're going to because Jalen Hurts struggled versus the blitz this year. So if they can get to him with just 4 and like have maybe 2 spies, it's going to get very ugly. very fast. But
hey.
They got
But
sideline,
it's in
sideline.
Philadelphia, so this is a this
it's
game
in
is.
Philly. It's in Philly. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
But
that's
I mean, that don't really. I mean, they look bad at home this year. Well, in the first half, but they know how to turn it up. But
the refs. You know what the
they be
refs
having
felt.
8 fans in hell.
Hey, the only
They
team
be looking
that's
like Cowboys fans in the first round, in the first half.
the only team stopping this team from being undefeated was Zach Wilson. That's the only person. Zach Wilson, the only person that stopped these boys from
Which
being
is
That's crazy.
funny
undefeated.
as hell.
You know how I feel about us. You know,
So
the refs
that's
handed that game
hilarious.
on the platter.
Well, yeah, hey, if they get through this stretch, them boys got it, bro. They got it, and y'all just got to
Yeah.
y'all
They
just got to
got
look
it,
up at these boys again.
they would got it, and then how the playoff picture is, we're gonna face them second round because
Mm-hmm.
the NFC is
And then you
you
can
saw
actually
it,
build something.
yeah, you saw the NFC. Everyone
Yeah.
who's like the higher seed besides like the Falcons is gonna lose.
We got to stream that game, though. If y'all face the Eagles in playoffs, y'all come on stream.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
I would.
Absolutely not. I like
I typically
a
Are you ready for that?
control.
If
I
we
like a
beat the Eagles,
control, John.
if
And
we beat the
when I'm watching them
Eagles,
games,
if we beat the Eagles going into the NFC Championship game, do you understand how like crazy we finna get?
No, y'all be toxic, yeah. I feel it. I mean, y'all season be complete at that point. Like, if 49ers beat you down, I think y'all be fine. I assume.
nah.
Nah, I still want to beat the
I
49ers.
don't want them to beat us. I
If we
don't know.
beat them, if we get to the Super Bowl,
Well, yeah. I mean, if you beat the Eagles and
pray for the
49ers, yeah.
pray for the earth.
If you beat the
You're not
Eagles and
ready.
49ers, then yeah, y'all will be in the Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna lie. If we beat the Eagles and the 49ers to get the Super Bowl, there's literally no one else that can line up on the AFC that can scare me at all. I swear to God, I'm not fearing
Yeah,
nobody.
this year, no.
Nobody.
This year,
I'm not
no.
even fearing Patrick Mahomes. I'm not even.
I'll
I'm
tell
not
you
even
one
gonna
thing.
hold you. Here we go.
Hey, that's a perfect script for a main character. I'd never say that in my life. You tell me they be listening to all that. I'd have never said that in my life. That is a perfect script. I don't even know if you gonna even make it that far just because you just said that. I would have left all that in my head.
But
Like,
even then, if that happened, hey,
If
but
we
now
beat
I'm
the
saying,
we was
Eagles
in the
and
Super
the
Bowl.
Niners, you know how big our heads are gonna be? No,
I mean, everybody,
no.
yeah, I feel it.
What?
But
I'm I'm
keep
going
that
to
in
New
your head.
York
Keep a
to
level
like
head.
hassle Stephen A. because I want to know what he got to say.
I'm telling you, look, hey,
Yeah.
I will never say that
But
out loud.
long as Brock
That
Purdy don't
boy's
get in his
do
head,
that,
because
boy.
they did hurt him last year. So long as he
Yeah,
don't get in his head, long as
But I think y'all
Debo,
can.
Williams, all them guys, as long as they stay healthy. Because I
I
mean,
think y'all
this
can make
is
the conference championship.
yeah.
Go
It's
go
funny
ahead, John.
though, because these are two teams we lost to, and everybody said we can't beat a winning team. But look at the teams we lost to, bro. It's like
bro.
damn near
Honestly,
the two best teams in the
John,
NFL.
please
That's what I
don't
used to
even.
say as a
I'm
Rockets
not even
fan.
gonna feed into that argument, bro.
That's what I said as a Rockets fan. I
They're not
1,000%. What he just said is what I said every time we face like the Warriors. I'm like, bro, what you
Which
expect
is a
from me, bro?
legitimate argument. But
What you
we
expect
got
from
the
me, bro?
Seahawks
But yeah,
this week,
yeah.
so
Bro,
yeah.
John, they're not gonna. They're gonna. You know what they're gonna say? Because the Seahawks are 5-5. So when we beat them, they'll be
They'll
five
be a
and
losing team.
six. So they'll
No,
be a
but
losing
look,
team.
when
Wait,
y'all
But
face
no,
the
I thought they
Dolphins,
5. No, they should be 6-5. They
no,
500.
maybe
no, they're 500. They're like 500.
No, they're 6
they're
and 5 right
6-5.
now.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so
So they'll be
they'll win a
500.
team.
They'll
We'll
be
make them
500.
500, hopefully.
So it
But
wouldn't
look,
count as a win. They're already saying it. I already
no,
know how it's gonna go.
you
And if we
gotta
beat Philly
play.
again, you know what they're gonna say? Oh well.
No,
If we beat
beat the
if we beat the
Dolphins.
Dolphins,
No, because it's the fraud bowl. Y'all both don't win against good teams. So if y'all that's what they called it. Dolphins versus Cowboys. We get to see who
Fraud
really
bowl.
see,
got it.
I'm doing
That's
just
gonna be
like that.
perfect, bro.
Y'all gonna
Yeah,
move
but
the
at least
goalposts
the
again.
Dolphins, they had like better opportunities. Like they had the Bills. They had teams like we had literally statistically the
Yeah,
best team in the NFL, and then behind them,
boo
just
boo
think about
trash.
it. The 49ers are going on the road and they're still favored to win by 3. So these are the two teams we lost to. Well, we lost to the Cardinals, but whatever. These are the two teams we lost to. I mean, you got to give us some other stuff like the Lions, Seahawks. How we end the season is more important because
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
like more
Those are the
realistic
big
500
matchups.
teams. You
Those
see
are
what I'm
like
saying?
that. I'm excited for this 5 games because we to see, what y'all all about.
But I
Because
really
the last
don't care.
three,
I mean, if
They're gonna
last
move
three
the
it. They're
games.
Eagles
gonna.
keep winning, I don't want the number 1 seed anymore. I don't want to try
Interesting.
for it. I'd rather like get in the playoffs healthy. Because when you trying to win something, when you trying to get that 1 seed, you gonna give up some. Yeah, your players they bodies. Yeah, you about to give up some. That's why I need the Eagles to play all their games. Not saying I want them to be hurt, but at least be a little banged up. Everybody gonna be banged up at that point.
You know what I'm saying?
That knee getting weaker.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't need him get 3 weeks to heal that. But I think this playoffs should be more
Be one of the worst
competitive than last year. Because last year they had the Giants. The Giants.
Giants and Vikings wasn't bad though.
I
mean, no, you talking about the Eagles matchups.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
it should be
And
more
then you had the 49ers
scrimmage
without a QB.
It was Christian McCaffrey at QB.
Come on. I know he's a great player, bro. And he would have been great in fantasy.
What is this, Madden, bro? Did somebody went to the depth chart and change it around so they can run Wildcat the entire game?
Who's their running back?
Man, let me ask, if y'all had this road to a Super Bowl, would y'all be objective and say that it was easy, or would y'all?
Yeah, I'll say it was easy. The road
hell
I'm
yeah.
definitely saying it was easy.
Because you know how I feel about the Giants, bro. So it's like, come on. I knew they would beat the Vikings, but
actually, I would blame that the reason why we lose the Super Bowl. I'm like, damn, we ain't get no competition. We didn't get like
no iron to sharpen iron.
But I would still be talking like the Eagles. I'll be, how they defended themselves. I'll be defending. But inside my head, I'll be like, damn, that was Mickey. You can't blame. We only win against who we win against. It's not our fault we won all these games and had the number 1 seed.
It ain't that fault, boy. You play who's in front of you, boy. That's what I say. Yeah. Play who's in front of you.
I mean, I respect it. You're supposed to ride for your team, but objectively speaking, it was Mickey.
I want to talk about the Eagles in this aspect too. There's actually a bunch of people. The PFF, did another thing, the highest graded rookies of the year. And who do y'all think number 1 is?
For the Eagles?
Highest graded. No, just rookie.
Oh, it's got to be CJ.
It's not.
It's not.
Is it Tank Hill?
Jalen Carter?
Jalen Carter, boy. An Eagle, boy. The rich get richer, boy. Yeah. Jalen Carter, DT, balling. Almost had interception on a spike.
Got pancaked by Smith.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, because he was supposed to eat my guy. Everybody was, it was a bad pick. I ain't gonna lie. I saw a tweet from a Cowboys fan. They said there's no DT in the league that 7'3" can't block. He's that good.
And that was Tyron Smith, that pancake.
As long as Tyron don't be practicing during the week, we good.
Flipped him on his Abdullah Mangata.
He need to be playing football as least as possible. He need to be playing only on Sundays. That's the only time he put on his helmet. Like, as long as we get that, I'm straight. And we got big. They've actually been blocking very well these last couple of games.
Yeah.
Proud of them. Couldn't have harder competition. So keep it up.
Wait, who y'all think number 2 is?
Isn't it out of rookies?
Yeah, all rookies.
Oh, the dude from the Vikings. He a rookie, right?
Nah, he not on this list.
Damn.
He been mediocre last
No
couple weeks.
CJ?
It's CJ Stroud.
Yeah. CJ got to be number 2. Really should be number 1. Nah, I'll put him over.
No, he a quarterback. He get more he got more room for error.
Oh yeah, and he did have them 3 picks in that one game.
A DT, all he got to do is demolish the man in front of him every play, or get in his gap. You know what I'm saying? Like stop the run.
That's a fact.
Like he's asked to do less than CJ Stroud. I'm asked for you not to make any mistakes, CJ Stroud, and not go 25 or 40.
But who more impactful? That's all I care about. Number 3. Who y'all think number 3 is? You play on the defensive side.
The cornerback from the Seahawks.
Look at you, Devin Witherspoon.
Hopefully, have a bad game this week.
Number 4. Who y'all think number 4 is? He is a offensive player.
Tank Dell?
Nah.
Addison?
Mauricio knows this person.
Oh, the running back
Laporta?
from Atlanta.
Laporta?
Mauricio? No, it's not Laporta. Mauricio, you know this person because you picked him up for everyone else.
I'm blanking on my rookies.
Oh, from the Ravens? No, from the Dolphins.
Dolphins? No, he's been hurt.
A-Chain?
Yeah, A-Chain.
He probably would have been number one if he. A-Chain was outstanding in those games he was playing.
Oh,
This guy was the hottest thing in the first couple of weeks of the season.
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua.
I forgot about him.
I forgot about him because he's been kind of mid.
Damn, he fell off.
Well, because
He's been mid. I forgot.
Cup came back.
Cup came back and took like half them targets. Like, give me back them targets.
The thing is, he didn't like. But Puka Nacua was Cooper Cup 2021 Cooper Cup. Boy, it was balling. Who's after that? Another offensive player.
I've been keeping up with these rookies too. Oh God.
Offense.
What
Jordan
round
Addison?
Nah, you said Addison?
Yeah, Jordan Addison.
Nah, he not in this.
Yeah, he been having like a mid-season. What about Zay Flowers? Been having a good year.
Nah, but it's a guy you talked. It's a guy y'all said previously.
Bijan?
Tank Dell, yeah.
Tank. Okay.
What a steal! Should have been a first-round pick. The Chargers messed up. Quentin Johnston, a tough pick. And number 6 is another offensive player. I think this will be a little harder though. But he's a guy. I mean, y'all don't see my fantasy team, but he's another offensive player.
I'm trying to look up your fantasy team. He's a receiver.
Tight end?
No, he's not tight end. But yeah, he a receiver. I'll give you that. He a receiver.
Receiver.
Because I don't know if it'll help you enough.
Oh, I think I know you're talking about. Hold on.
He's in the AFC.
AFC.
And he had a big game.
Oh,
yeah. Yes.
Is it the Chiefs receiver?
Yeah, Rashid.
Yes, Rashid Rice. Told y'all get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I remember I played you. I was like, he almost had that touchdown. They pushed him out. I was like, damn, thank you.
Hilarious. But what I want to do with that information, I want to do something. We're going to do a quick redraft. We are 13 weeks in the season. I'm curious, do these teams, do they make an adjustment? I assume at least one of them do.
Yes.
What adjustment is made if we're able to redraft it? So let's begin. We're going to do a top 10. I got you. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, but you can pull up the draft board, but I'll tell you. First pick, I'll actually tell you real quick. Bryce Young is first pick, CJ second, Will Anderson third, Anthony Richardson's fourth, Devin Witherspoon is fifth, Paris Johnson Jr., offensive tackle to the Cardinals, sixth. Tyree Wilson is seventh to the Raiders, Bijan Robinson's eighth to the Falcons, ninth is Jalen Carter, and 10 is Darnell Wright, offensive tackle for the Chicago Bears. So, what's the number 1 overall selection in the 2023 NFL Draft? The Carolina Panthers. No, who the Carolina Panthers select?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State.
Toxic topic.
Very toxic. Oh wait, hold on. No, actually, a lot of people's. Hold on, this thing is very nasty. I think y'all make another pick. Well, obviously with CJ Stroud. So number 2, yeah, I still go quarterback.
So wait, we'll go there. I got you. You stay with that draft board. We going with the number 2 selection. This is tough because, and obviously I see how Bryce playing. So there's a big risk for the number 2 overall selection. The Houston Texans select Anthony Richardson. There you go.
Yes,
I'm picking Anthony Richardson. I'm picking Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Because he just looked a lot better.
Jalen Carter.
Yes.
Jalen Carter. And then
Carter.
Ball out in the freaking
Take all the risk.
Take all the yes.
Take all the risk. He been donating to charity and stuff, so he cleaning up.
Number 4, this is where I think, surprisingly enough, I think this is where Bryce falls because they still need a quarterback.
So with the number 4 overall selection, the Indianapolis Colts select. Are we all going with? Will Levis ain't looking. I mean, he had the. But I'll tell you, he had that one game because the uniform. I'll tell you about that. He had that uniform. The uniform went away.
I mean, I ain't seen enough out of Bryce. I ain't gonna lie. Out of them 2, I'm taking Will.
Or what if you just draft a defensive player and then Gardner Minshew playing well?
I mean, Gardner Minshew. You know what? You want to get him some help on the receiver, or like
who? No, don't get no receiver. There's no receiver worth that. Want to get Will Anderson?
I think
Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah, they go Witherspoon. They get a corner.
Okay, Devin Witherspoon. So with the number 4th overall selection, Indianapolis Colts select Devin Witherspoon. Number 5, the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock.
So they can't get the corner no more. There's no good corner.
Will Anderson. Let me see who's the top 10 picks.
I mean, oh my God, these some of these picks is like did not hit. Oh wow.
Do you think
No,
they
they
get
don't. Who's picking again?
the
Seahawks.
Seahawks?
The
I'll
Seahawks.
give him just
Yeah,
give Will
they
Anderson.
they
That's fair.
don't they don't. I think they need to go O line.
Oh, for real? I mean, the old line, I'm not heard enough from Paris Johnson, Darnell
That's why
Wright.
that's why I'm saying like yeah.
That's a
Like
good thing
So
you heard
I
about him.
pick. Well, I mean, but I ain't heard good thing. I ain't heard enough about him. I think
heard a peep. I ain't heard a
I
peep.
think Will Anderson should be the pick for this best player available. Will Anderson's having a good season. He's just not getting a ton of sacks, but he's having a good season. I think I would just go Will Anderson, number 5, Seattle, best player available. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm. Then
All
Arizona.
right, so number 5th overall pick, the Seahawks select Will Anderson. Arizona, you're on the clock, and I don't know what you need. You need everything. It might be best player available. You think so? They got James Conner. I don't know if I draft another. They got James. They got good running back. I wouldn't double dip when you have a team full of ridiculousness.
I mean, they would
The
need
O line
they do need receivers. I don't see any
No, right.
receiver.
I don't see any receivers that's like. Oh, you know what? Take it back. They go Zay Flowers
This high?
this high.
Is there somebody I'm missing? Like this, I'm looking at his draft. There's a lot. I see a
Christian
lot of mid
Gonzalez,
players.
he was balling too.
Oh
That's who-
yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, you're so right.
I'm giving to him. Yeah, Christian Gonzalez was playing really well till he got hurt. It's a good thing you told me about that. So we'll give
But they
Christian
need
Gonzalez.
offense though. They have
They need
nothing
everything.
on offense. Yeah,
need
and they still got
everything.
Kyler Murray. I would think they would
Oh,
go like
I'm tripping. We got to take Seahawks. They got to get Gonzalez.
No, but the Cardinals got unless you want to give the Seahawks Gonzalez and Will Anderson, but I'll just give him Will Anderson and give the Cardinals the best player available. Give him Christian Gonzalez.
I mean the corner was a good option for them. I think they better off sticking with a corner, and Gonzalez is real nice.
I think they go Zay Flowers. They need a
Flowers?
receiver.
Give Kyler someone to throw
the
to.
Cardinals. I mean, bro, they got Jordan. I mean, I don't know, Jordan Addison out here too. So
Jordan Addison is here, but like, who's having a better year?
I don't know. If I draft the receiver top 10, I feel like he got to be like some.
He is. He owns something.
He good.
He owns something.
He good, but he not.
If I can only choose out of those two who I want, I'll probably take Addison. I'm not gonna lie.
Or take Puka. Why not? They got 800 yards receiving.
Oh my god!
But with Puka,
you know what?
With hindsight,
you missing something.
I think Puka's a system receiver though.
Yeah,
they got Josh Dobbs and Kyler Murray. I mean, that's not bad.
Nah, you missing.
With Puka, you took.
Yeah, you need what's his name?
Stafford. Only the wide receivers.
Yeah, so you need him. For that to make sense, that's who you need.
Or Tank Dell.
So we're saying what's name is bad?
You saying who?
What's the name is bad?
Puka?
No, Kyler Murray. Because you said we need Matthew Stafford.
No, the way he. I'm not saying he's bad or nothing. He a good QB, but I don't think he really plays to where he target one receiver. Elevate him.
They trade this pick back. They trade back.
You want to trade? So Arizona trades back?
Yes.
If they trade back, then
they can get Jalen.
They can get Puka later. They can get Zay Flowers later. Like their player.
Wait,
this is hindsight too, right? Oh, this is an OT.
Yeah, with hindsight, yeah.
Is Bryce not gonna make? We'll get to the Raiders. Tyree Wilson.
I think
very mediocre.
They still go O lineman. Take it back because they ain't got no O line. So yeah, I guess they want to protect. We can go
who's the best O line though? I'm trying to see.
You talking about the Raiders or you talking about the Cardinals?
Oh wait,
Cardinals.
What's on the Cardinals?
I mean, there's no point because Kyler just runs out of the pocket every time.
I trade back. I would trade back. There's no.
Any good O lineman? Any O lineman that y'all hear?
I mean, they picked one. I mean, Paris Johnson playing well?
I haven't heard his name. I heard of Pete Skoronski. I think he's.
I was gonna say Skoronski. I've heard of his name, so
yeah.
So that means he must be
something. Yeah. Go Peter Skoronski for the Cardinals.
What's his PFF grade? Let's look. Let's see Paris Johnson real quick. See what his PFF grade. He's allowed 6 sacks. Oh. And he's allowed 6 sacks, and he has 54.5, which is
Fail.
I don't know.
We're not picking him again with hindsight.
I forgot about Gibbs. Gibbs looked kind of nice too. The running back.
I wanted to get a running back, but Jesse's serious says James Conner is too valuable of a running back.
Yeah, you can't. I don't know.
David Johnson.
I wouldn't draft a running back if you. That's like if you get a running back. That's like a. If you get a running back, to me, that's like a luxury type of thing. Like you have all your chips in order, and you just getting like if you ain't got all your chips in order, bro, your team is just ridiculously bad. I would just get the best player available, and hopefully that's a cornerstone. So,
I think they go with Peter Skoronski because that's a better online.
That's kind of what's cooking us. So,
okay,
all right, whatever.
Let's go. Let's give him Peter Skoronski, bro. You got the OT. Tyree Wilson is number 7 to the Raiders.
Why they get a DN?
I don't think he's good though.
Yeah,
I don't think he's good. I think
anybody got Will?
Will Levis. I was gonna say a quarterback.
You talking about Anderson or Will Levis?
Yeah, Will Anderson.
Oh, Will Levis.
Yeah, Will Anderson. Yeah, don't give Will Levis.
We gave him to the Seahawks.
You got to rock with Jimmy.
We gave it to the Seahawks.
You already gave him all the money.
But if we gave Will Anderson to the Seahawks number 5 and we gave Skoronski number 6, then technically Christian Gonzalez hasn't been picked up yet.
Christian Gonzalez actually can go here. You're right. They need a corner. To the Raiders.
To the Raiders.
Number 8 is Peter.
They stay the same pick. They don't change.
Bijan Robinson?
Yeah, the Falcons?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. They don't use him right. I think they need to change that. They don't use that man. They use him poorly. So
give him Bryce Young.
That's Arthur Smith's problem.
They could get Bryce Young though, low key.
They could.
Because Desmond Ridder not that man, and get Bryce Young at this point.
He need him
maybe
a
better. He get Drake London and he get Arthur. What I'm saying, Arthur Smith. They get what's the tight end? Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, yeah. All you got to do is put his hands up.
Let's tank for next year, and then we get Caleb.
That don't work. That don't work. It didn't work with me. They work with the Jets. It don't work. That don't work. I give Bryce at this point. I think Bryce. How bad he's playing, I don't think he's that bad. I think he's actually good. So I think in a better area, better situation, I think he'd be better. So I think Atlanta. Desmond Ridder's not the guy.
So you're gonna give them Bryce. So then I'm actually gonna hate you for this next pick because I know exactly what you're going with.
Oh, the Eagles. They definitely could get They have everything they need. They could definitely give you. They could definitely give Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, I hate you for this pick. So you're definitely gonna give the Eagles Bijan Robinson
because they have all their ducks in order. Like like all these other teams don't, but they have everything they need. So they just give them the elite running back, bro. Yeah, there you go.
That's crazy.
And them boys, and they'll use him right. they'll use him correctly. So
they'll use him to push Hurts.
Yep, he's going to be contributing to Hurts.
There we go.
Stat pad and TDs.
The best.
Pushing a tush. He's going to be pushing a tush for the rest of his career.
Now, number 10, we are looking at the Chicago Bears. This is the last one. Now,
Darnell, I think he's a good pick.
Do you think we keep him?
No, they need to go to receiver. Honestly,
there's some good receivers in the draft. It's Addison, Flowers. I think at this point a receiver's fine. Addison, Flowers, maybe Dell, Nakua if you want.
Actually, what about Jameer Gibbs?
I don't know. They got too many holes.
Or
Dolphins. They got Khalil Herbert. No, they got too many holes. I feel like Cole Kmet's a good
tight end.
They got too many holes. They need like impact. Like,
they need receivers. They need somebody.
I'll take Zay if I'm them.
Zay
they got Mooney. Well, they already got Mooney. I think Mooney and Zay is.
Well, Mooney is a Cole Beasley type. He's a gadget guy.
Cole Beasley.
You don't think Zay is more of a gadget guy too?
No, Zay is a wide receiver 1. Really, he's wide receiver 1 in Baltimore.
I'll take Addison over Zay. I'm not gonna lie.
Who's the best non-first round pick? Oh, what about a guy like Joey? What about Joey Porter? That's a great corner.
That is a great corner.
Really good. I freaking.
Oh my God, Sam Laporta.
See, I'm moving now. I'm moving into the second round. I gotta see who.
Yeah, I'm seeing
second round.
Stuff.
It looked better than the first round. Look, first round looks stupid.
First round looked tough.
Joey Porter is so far the best player.
Oh my God, Rasheed Rice is down here too.
He is.
Luke Shoemaker. He caught a couple of touchdowns for us this year.
I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I give him a corner. Joey Porter should have been.
We would have got Laporta if they never. I really wish we'd have got Laporta. We almost.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would have.
Damn.
Actually,
So
it was not close. They got him like in the third pick in the
Yeah.
second round.
I mean, I like Ferguson though. Y'all don't like Ferguson?
I want a double tight end
Yeah.
combo
I like the Patriots back in
because
the
we
day.
run a lot of heavy personnel.
So how we feeling with that? Is Brian Branch from Detroit? Is he good?
Yes, actually. Hold on, what does he play?
Marvin Mims.
He's a corner. He's a corner.
Actually, no. Take that back. I mean, he may be good individually, but they suck as a secondary.
Let's check their grades real quick. Joey
Who's
Porter.
the last pick?
I'm giving them a corner. That's why I'm gonna give the Chicago, because a corner is such an important position. Like I'm gonna give you a good corner.
Give
There's
him
a
a
good corner
corner.
in the first round. We missed out on.
And
That's
Joey
pretty-
Porter, 70.9. Joey Porter, a really good corner. He ain't got a lot of interceptions, but he really good corner. And what you think?
Deontay Banks, no.
Let's check Brian Branch, PFF. How you looking?
Christian Gonzalez probably the only good corner in this draft.
Oh, Brian Branch, 73. But Brian Branch a baller. Okay. This is a good corner. This is a good corner draft. This draft has some good corners. I mean, Brian Branch, Joey Porter, Christian Gonzalez, they got hurt. Devin Witherspoon. I mean, does some
Oh
good play in
yeah.
the corner. I'll give y'all. I know Brian Branch is technically playing better, but I just like Joey Porter more. I don't know why.
Yeah, go on, give him that.
At Chicago, you got Joey Porter. Now, how would this change these people's seasons? All these people that we just picked. How would it if Carolina drafted C.J. Stroud? How do you think their season would change?
They probably get like 4 or 5 more wins.
Yeah, three or four.
Yeah.
If we get Richardson and freaking and Jalen Carter, how you think we'd be, man? You think we have the same record? You think we worse better?
Two wins. Y'all take away 2 wins from y'all.
Yeah, take about 2 wins.
He don't get hurt. He's
oh yeah. And I ain't got no guarding issue.
Y'all, your defense would be a lot better, but I mean that doesn't sell.
Who the heck did we give the Colts again? I completely forgot who we gave the Colts.
Was it? No, we gave y'all Jalen Carter. We gave him. It was another good corner. It was a good player.
Who the heck did we give the Colts?
Gonzalez?
We gave them a quarterback,
Yeah.
right? They needed. No, we gave them a receiver.
No, I
Or
don't think so. We give him Will Anderson.
Did we give him Witherspoon?
Oh, did we give him Witherspoon?
Yeah, Witherspoon. We gave them Witherspoon.
Yeah, we
yes.
did.
Yeah.
We did give him Witherspoon. Okay,
We said they
that
gotta
one do
figure
nothing
out
for
with.
them.
Yeah, they're gonna figure out with the quarterback they got now. Forgot his name.
Yeah, I think they just had a similar record to what they have now.
Yeah.
They just have similar record. The Cardinals would just be similar. No, the Cardinals. I skipped them. Seahawks with Will Anderson. How with that? I think they just probably be similar. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be similar.
They'd be the same, the exact same.
Yeah, I think that would change. The Cardinals, they suck. They're the same. The Raiders. Who we get the Raiders again? Who we get the Raiders?
Raiders got
Didn't they get a corner?
I think Gonzalez, right?
Gonzalez, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a better defense. They still suck though. The Falcons get Bryce Young. How Bryce Young doing in Atlanta with that? You know, he got Algier and
I think he'll be playing a lot better.
I think he'd be playing better. Yeah,
Yeah,
He has a lot. He has. It'd be exciting.
weapons.
Yeah.
He has more weapons for sure. All right. After that, the Eagles with Bijan Robinson. How they looking?
Probably lose 3 more games.
Tough.
Yeah, they suck.
That man Robinson fumbling all that. That man fumbling these guys.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball.
They'll be force feeding him the ball.
Yeah, he requests a trade. He only wants to go to Dallas, and then we give them Pollard. So
What a fair trade. What a good trade, boy. And number 10,
keeping
they
that
get
Achilles,
Joey Porter. That's hilarious. They keep it Joey Porter. What they gonna do for Chicago? They gonna get 5 primetime games still? Looking.
Maybe they'll turn one of them picks into a pick 6.
This is the schedule determined by now? I think so, right? By the draft?
I don't know.
I think your opponents is determined, but the actual timing is not.
Because the schedule, the way it works is like, obviously you play your division rivals twice.
And then you play another division. Your entire division play another division in the AFC.
In the opposite conference, yeah. And then you
then
play
they
2 games
Yeah, 2 games.
2 games from a random
The
division
Texans,
in your conference.
the Cowboys play the Texans, or you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Hey,
Mm,
it's gonna be interesting
it's
to see this.
complicated.
It's gonna be interesting to see this draft. Hopefully, I want Caleb and Drake to both go to NFC because the AFC has like a surplus of quarterbacks, and we don't need any more. I think y'all best quarterbacks are Jalen Hurts, Dak, Brock Purdy, Jared Goff, and then ours is Mahomes,
Not in that
Allen,
order, by the
Burrow.
way.
well,
But
yeah,
I
it
know
was
it's not.
Dak, then it was Justin Hurt. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's whatever order it is. It's not better than
Yeah,
Mahomes,
get the order
Allen,
right. It's important to us. See how you said
wherever order it
Mahomes?
is.
See, you about to say them in order. Go ahead.
No, look, you're funny. 'Cause the reason why, because those guys
he was,
to me,
he was like
those
Mahomes,
guys to me,
CJ.
I don't know. Those guys to me, y'all. There's more arguments with those. Like, who's the best? In the AFC, we know who the best, but it's like still pretty. Like Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Stroud, Herbert, Tua.
Lamar.
Like we have, and Lamar. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we have a lot
know what he
of.
did to y'all.
Yeah, that's not me no more. I'm in a new world now. That's the past regime. We look at the future. But
Oh, y'all didn't play this year?
oh no, we did. But I didn't. That's
Oh, okay.
the Ravens. That's
Oh.
the Ravens. And he didn't play well. The defense beat us down.
Yeah.
He didn't even play well in that game.
We
Regardless.
even talk about the Broncos.
Oh, we do play them. See, Jerry, you got to be on these. You know what I'm saying? Because them boys, we'll talk more in depth about Denver next week. But I'll tell you, we do play Denver upcoming. That's a huge game. Playoff implications. You know, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's in Houston, but I don't know. That can go anyway. That can go either way.
Yeah,
To be honest with you.
that's really up for grabs, honestly.
Yeah, that is. So it's gonna
I
be
want to see
another
what the betting odds are on that one.
playoff game. We might be like 2 or 3 point favorites, but that's definitely a playoff game for us. So y'all boys come ready, bro. Come ready for that. But regardless of all that, like I said, y'all them two need to go to the NFC because I want to see y'all. I need that conference to have some, get better quarterback play. I got Desmond Ritter playing quarterback out there. It's just like y'all need better quarterback play in that conference. So get those two, and maybe one of them might go to your division. The Giants sure need one, so one of those two may go to your division. So
yeah,
hey, y'all build a rivalry with someone else.
Yeah, y'all need more QBs that's winning though. Y'all don't need. Y'all got like what 2 or 3 winners in y'all division?
I left out Trevor Lawrence though, even though he's supposed to be one of those good quarterbacks, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's neither.
You gotta produce. You can only live off your name your rookie year. Now it's time to produce.
Expectations.
Oh, you talking about me? Are you talking about my guy? Are you talking about somebody else?
Oh no, your guy's expectations is coming soon. It's coming soon.
Yeah, I feel it.
No, we talking about you talking about Trevor, right? So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about Trevor.
He lived off your name your rookie year. Now it's time to produce.
Man, his rookie year went like 2 years ago.
It was second year. It was the second year. He's talking about his rookie year. He got all the blame went away because he had Urban Meyer. But
but they winning. So I mean, I guess.
You know who Dak had his rookie year? I don't want to hear it.
Ezekiel.
Jason Garrett, Clapper.
Okay.
The Clapper.
That's all he did. That was his coaching, by the way. Just clapping.
Y'all did good, bro. Y'all won 13 games, bro. Y'all did good regardless.
Hey, bro, that's how he did his play calls.
Play calls, he clapped it.
Clapped it in Morse code.
One clap is a QB sneak.
Wait, y'all say it again, coach. Time out. I didn't hear you. I said. Yes.
Y'all had that man for like 10 years, but y'all had that man.
Oh my God, 8-8. I call him Mr. 8-8.
How was I so optimistic in those years, man?
Did he go out?
Because y'all were toxic and delusional.
Was that his last year? He went 8-8 for his last year, right?
No, he went. Oh wait, I think he did because when Dak and Zeke got there that year, we went 13-4. That kept them for like another year and a half. Yeah, that kept it for another year and a half.
Been extended.
Had the Jones
family on the block. But
y'all made a coaching upgrade. So
no, he was not.
When it's time to get in the playoffs, it's a different coach. Yeah, it's a different ball game.
He sucked.
Get you to the playoffs. That's about it.
And John, I'll tell you, if we lose next week, I'll make sure to bring on Casey, bro. I'll try to bring Casey on. That'll be a tough one. That'll be more tough than Jacksonville, because Jacksonville you kind of expect it. But
I'll tell you this: let's just change. Let's change all of our schedules. Like we'll move around to get to him. So if he get off at 7, we'll do the pod at 7:30.
Yeah, we ain't
If
starting
he
the game
needs
till
to
like
come
9.
Tuesday, if we need to come Sunday, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? So like we gonna make sure we can get him on.
We'll accommodate.
Yeah, we'll accommodate. There you go.
That's Jared,
Because if the
no,
Cowboys
but
lose,
okay, if he win, he can't come on though. If y'all win, he can't come on. You gotta wait at least one game in between.
or if the Cowboys lose, he can't come on because he gonna definitely find a way.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared gonna come on for sure if we lose.
Yeah, Jared.
I come out here every day, so I just take the wins and losses and
That's
go
what
about my business.
we take it easy on you. We could have said some stuff this week. We took it easy because win, lose, or draw, you here, and you're supposed to be more like the moderator, so we ain't really going at you. But Casey, come on, bro.
Pre-game.
Come on, easy.
One
Things
more.
going
One
well.
more.
We see you every time.
One more thing that I want
to
say as well.
In fact, he was like the first one in the pod.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He beat you in. But that's me. There.
Kind of switching topics a little bit back to MVP. I think y'all said that Jalen Hurts was number 1 right now, like the favorite. But to me, it's still CJ Stroud for me. By definition, he has been and he is the most valuable player for me.
I'll probably go with Trevor Lawrence. I mean, they won the game.
Hilarious.
That's all that matters. Wins, so.
That's the trial I was waiting for, boy. They talking about some Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, he got 12 touchdowns. That man right now, forget MVP.
They contribute
8 wins.
They contribute record too much to the MVP for me.
Yeah, they do.
But it's important. I mean,
actually, for all the awards, like
at minimum, you gotta make the playoffs to get MVP.
Wait, that's what we're gonna try to do. That's what.
No, I definitely think the Texans will make it. I mean, honestly, I'd rather see the Texans instead of like the Browns or the Steelers.
The Browns like.
I mean, it'd be pretty funny if y'all didn't make it, but it'd also be. It
wouldn't be
funny if y'all did.
I'm gonna be upset, but I'm not gonna be tripping because like at the end of the day, I said 6-8. So I'm not gonna try to readjust any of my expectation right now. I'm gonna just stay right. Just like Maurice said, I just want one win.
The list is fluid. I know you watch Stephen A. The list is fluid.
I'm sitting
y'all
right where I'm at.
Expectations has definitely changed. Whatever you had at the beginning, it's over. You cannot have an MVP. You had an MVP. That's it. You had
I'm already
MVP,
at 6.
Front
they
runner.
Peak at 8.
Come on, bro. Y'all expectations definitely changed.
I'll give y'all this. I'll say this: 6-9, 9 wins. That's what I expect. That's what be 9-8.
Y'all are like the scariest team in the playoffs if y'all make the playoffs.
We scary if we face Jacksonville.
Y'all find ways to win. Y'all find ways to win, and y'all playing with house money. No pressure. It's literally no pressure. You already doing better than what you projected. So I wouldn't want to face the Texans. I'm not gonna lie.
Give me them. Like, that's a home game for me.
Y'all
give me the Jaguars.
Kind of low on the podium as far as talent, but y'all find ways to win. So it can be any given Sunday. Messing around and y'all beat a team.
The Jaguars.
If the Texans make it to the Super Bowl?
Nah, that's ridiculous.
Damn, bro, that would be good. Honestly, I'll probably delete all my social media. I gotta delete my dad number.
You'd have to. Yeah.
I'm gonna block Casey. No more pods.
Sure. No, I mean, you should come to the pod, though.
No more pods for me.
You should still come out here.
Sure. Can I block you on YouTube? I'll probably block you on YouTube. No more.
He's gonna unsubscribe.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. It still pop up in my feed. Texas to the Super Bowl?
No, that's not gonna happen though. Okay. I'm not gonna even put that in my mind. That's not even my thoughts. I'm just trying to make it another day. But a lot of games matter this week, boy. I'm gonna come back. Can I come back happy next week? Because it's a big game. I'll probably come back disappointed, but it's fine. I 6-8. That's what I'm mentally thinking. Y'all hear me, right? All right, good. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you for watching this podcast. We took a good amount of time, especially them, berating the Eagles, making the Eagles, trying to humble the Eagles, and hopefully for their sake, hopefully for their sake, the Eagles lose the game to the 49ers. But If they don't, that'll also be hilarious at the same time. I have a big game against Denver. Big playoff game. Denver's the hottest team in the league, so that can go either way. We'll see how that goes. Um, the Cowboys face a good team for the first time in a while, so let's see what happens with that. And if they win, there will be narratives against them regardless. So that's always going to be hilarious. Because the narrative train is funny, and yeah, the NFL season do better because it's the
Flex
worst
your games
of all time.
It
For
could be
sure.
all so simple.
But make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and we will catch you guys on the next podcast. We're out of here. Peace.